Yo, 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 once again, we back. This is with Just a Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
Once again, we back, man. This is Do Work Media Sundays. We got my dog, Drew Money on the boards. My dog, Megadon in the corner, getting the content in place, man. What's good?
What's good, fellas?
Mike, what's good, my brother?
I'm good, man. Good. Had a wedding to go to last week. That's why we didn't record for y'all. So we back for y'all this week.
Yeah, my dog Mike was getting his practice running, walking down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? All right, man. No, but how was it, man? How was
That
the
was
wedding?
good, man. Shout out to my uncle and Keisha. It was a real good wedding, man.
I see you got some gifts that you probably never used, but I mean,
Yeah, niggas saying I got me a flask with my name on it. Got me a mug, nice little mug with my initials on it.
good apple
Niggas,
juice
niggas
going
tell
on.
me, just use it as decor. Nah, man, it's about to get some good use out of that.
Good apple juice going
Yeah,
on.
man, definitely big time.
Hey, make sure you chill a mug before you put the apple juice in there, man. A
Oh,
chilled
definitely.
mug, put it in the freezer for about 45 to an hour.
Yeah, I know you putting the Hennessy in that all day.
Yeah, all day.
Do you
All
have a
day.
mug?
Nah, I don't have a mug. Surprisingly, I need to cop me a mug, man. Cop me a Celtics or a Patriots mug, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the mug business soon. I just seen, I'm either red cup or plastic cup, shorty.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Gotta upgrade my lifestyle though. Get 'em. Yo, yeah, red. We're just messages of plastic cups. That's a good merch idea.
That is dope. I like that.
So let's get into the shit, man. We got some new music we need to run through really quick, man. Let's start with YBN Cordae, man. Let's start with it, man. How was you fucking with that album, man?
Man, I'm gonna be real with you. I never really was on dude like that until I heard his freestyle at the BET Awards. But dog, that nigga shit was crazy. Like he got a real good project.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I really listened to. He got like a couple like EPs or projects out like before this?
I think so. Yeah.
I
think
never-
I don't think I went back and
I listened to a
check.
few, like you said, I listened to a few of his freestyles, but I never like kept up with none of his like projects. But this is a really solid album. I don't think I skipped any of the songs, honestly. Like this is a strong project from him. Shout out to him. He was spitting on a lot of this shit. That I listened to it because you sent me the Pusha T feature, and I just went back and ran the whole album back, man. Shit was pretty. It was pretty solid, man.
Yeah, that nigga Pusha been killing features, bro. Like that nigga's like 4-0 already on the year, and he still got a few more features.
Still got a
coming.
few more. We still got Maybach Music. What's that? 5,
6
6. We got Maybach Music 6 coming. So
with Wheezy on there.
So hey
Hey man, Ross got that shit popping, man.
I honestly kind of wanted. I wish that. I think that's supposed to be a surprise.
We know Pusha wasn't gonna be down with that shit.
Yeah,
If he told
but
you.
I mean now that the cat's out the bag, because that everybody found out because I think there was a music editor or someone who was at a listening event and he heard the song and he tweeted that Wheezy and Pusha T's on Maybach Music 6. So like everybody was like, huh? Like what the fuck? And then Ross had put on his Instagram story. He was like, "Yo, like I wanted to do something, monumental for the game and whatnot.
Hopefully to end the shit.
yeah, hopefully end this shit. Trying to bring niggas together. He was talking about basically like trying to unify a lot of shit that's going on.
I don't think Pusha gonna be down with that shit.
And I mean,
I'm just talking about the unifying part.
I think it's not gonna be no more problems. I just feel like he probably be like, y'all niggas where y'all at, I'm at where I'm at. Everything.
Cause they shit date back even before like the whole shit really took like the shit that took it off was the whole Bape shit, but they had issues with Baby before then because they didn't get paid for
Yeah,
they
didn't pay for real. They didn't get paid for their feature.
Then they add fuel to the fire when the whole Bape shit happened. Wayne had doubled down on that. It was like, oh, them niggas had to get on our shit to get hot. So it was kind of like it was like, come on, dog, like. That's even more reason for them to be. But that shit been going on too long.
Yeah, it's been
like,
going on too long. So I mean, from going back to what Ross was saying, basically was like it's bigger than what was going on in the past. It's all about niggas coming together for the music, not even about all of the few shit, just about the art of the rapping or whatnot. So I mean, I'm interested. I really want to hear this because Wayne always show up when it's time to rap with Ross. So I really want to hear this. And like you just said, Pusha been killing all these features. He been blessing niggas with these good verses. So I know
he might have one of the best feature years all time at the rate that he going, bro.
Will you rank his Will you rank this feature verse? Because didn't Wayne go on a tangent?
07.
07, like he went on a feature tangent too.
That was one of the best feature years all time, bro. Like,
so would you put that up there with Weezy?
Yeah, right behind it. It's not saying like this shit was like this shit that Pusha doing is damn near on some legendary status.
Like every verse is a home run.
Yeah, he hasn't fumbled a feature yet this year. And we talking about like 4 or 5. I think it might have been 5. I could be wrong. It's around 4 or 5, 4-0, 5-0 that he's on right now. So like yeah, when we get that, and I think what's another one that he's supposed to be on? I don't know, but dog just killing.
He killing everything, man. So shout out to Pusha T, man. Another phenomenal year.
Yeah, 'cause last year, he killed with Daytona.
Yeah, killed with that. Let's see who else.
Chance. That also to get back on YBN Cordae, dog. That song that he did with Meek Mill.
Oh yeah, that was hard too, man. Let's go back to that album, man. Cause let's go back and go through that track list, cause I don't even mean, because I think we kind of glossed over YBN just now, but like you said, that Meek Mill track was hard. Let's go back to that.
For them to flip that Harold Melvin sample. Yeah. Like a lot of people know from This Can't Be Life.
Yeah, that we gonna make it featuring Meek Mill. That's
originally that Harold Melvin sample.
Right.
I Miss You. Dog, that shit was fire. And I always tell niggas, like, I remember I said this a few years back, dog. Meek got the best pain music, bro. Like, when you give him a track like that and he be talking his shit, like, Meek make you feel like I was walking there right there with him.
You gotta feel he coming from when he get in that mode.
When he get on that mode, dog, like that shit is just amazing. Like how he tells stories, like when he get on tracks like that.
He do his best on like those like them soulful beats like that.
Hell
like
yeah. Like that We Ball with him and Thug. That shit is
that's
fire.
one of my favorite Meek songs, period. Not just cause Thug on there, but like they was talking about some real shit on that song for real.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that was just an overall good project, man.
Yeah, when everybody get a chance, go bump that YBN Cordae, the Lost Boy album. He's also one of the XXL freshman class, so give him a spin, man. Shout out to him. Moving on from YBN, Chance the Rapper just dropped a new album.
I ain't had a chance to listen to it yet, so I can't really judge it.
I listened to some of the tracks because Nicki Minaj, I listened to Queen Radio, and she was screaming some of the tracks, and she played the one with her on there.
2 of them.
Yeah, she's on 2 of the tracks. Them shit's actually hard. You know
you like them?
I like them. I actually like those tracks. They like on some different shit. I fucked with them, and they was interviewing her. I mean, she actually interviewed Chance after she streamed the tracks or whatever, and they were just talking about life and whatnot. And she was talking about her relationship. They talked about their relationship. She was saying how she been knew that her nigga now, she been knew that was supposed to be her nigga. It's just that,
at 17.
Yeah, that she just, life happened, but, they reconnected or whatnot. They was talking about,
she knew,
how.
But she was a Safari that whole
yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But that in her defense, bro was in jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you never know. When you go to jail, your lady liable to do anything when you go to jail. That's just how. Yeah, that's the game. You know what I'm saying? So. I ain't gonna play her out like that. So, that was a good interview. His album, I listened to the whole album. I listened to those 2 tracks, and I probably listened to about 4 more title tracks off that album. I can't really give it a full, synopsis, but from what I heard, it's cool so far. You said you ain't peep it yet, right? I did listen to that Dolph and Key Glock album.
Yeah, I heard a lot of reception from the.
That's just it's cool.
I heard a few songs off it.
I'm fucking with it. It's cool ride around music, good club music. I'm fucking with it. That shit go hard. Dumb and Dumber project. So good beats on there, of course. Of course, Key and Dolph talking their shit is.
I ain't never heard Key Glock.
For real? Mm-mm. You should give Key Glock a chance, man. Key Glock pretty cool.
Where you from?
He from Memphis. He's Dolph little cousin.
Oh, okay.
They look alike. If you really look at them, they kind of look alike. Like.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, that's they family. So, You know, shout out Dolph and Key Glock. Go stream that Dumb and Dumber.
Hey, where would Memphis rank all time as far as like artists coming out their city? You don't really. We talk about Detroit. We talk about Florida. We talk about Louisiana. We talk about New York. We talk about the West Coast. We don't really talk about Memphis like that.
I mean, I think we don't really talk about Memphis like that because they kind of been cemented like in the rap world. Period. You know what I'm saying? Just based off like, you know.
I mean, 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah, 8 Ball, 3-6. You know what I'm saying? Player Fly.
But I think when we talk
Yo
about
Gotti.
them, we talk about the artist, not so much the city. You know how like when we talk about the conversation, be talking about rap, they always name like a city first before
Right.
they name. That's what I meant when I said that. Like, so you know how like people be talking about rappers out of Detroit and shit
Right.
like that, and how Detroit it's like a combination of both. It's like when we talk about them, we talk about them as artists, not so much the city. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like Memphis, like I'm just saying, like where would you rank them like as far as like city? Like as far as like artists coming out of the city, as far as in rap.
I put them in the top 10. I put Memphis top 10. I mean, when you think about it, like city wise, like ain't really. When you look at it, like it's you got California, you got Detroit, you got Texas, Atlanta, Florida, New York.
Mainly Houston.
mainly Houston. Like that's really it. Like you know what I'm saying.
Houston
like,
and Memphis kind of like the same.
as far as like what like popping artists.
I would say so. You don't think so?
I would say the South got like 4 hubs, right?
Yeah, when you really think about it, like we really got like a lot of hubs, like Mick just said, like you like Atlanta, that's like the main hub. Then you got like Texas as a whole, like you know what I'm saying, like Texas. Then you like within Texas you got Houston, like how you just said Houston and Dallas. You really can put Memphis after that. Then I put Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Who was like the biggest person out of Dallas? Cause when I think of Texas, I think of Houston first when it comes to rap.
I wouldn't
Dallas.
argue that. I wouldn't argue that. I put Houston like that's like the main.
Like when it comes to like Texas, like Houston gotta be number one.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue that at all. But like overall, like the hubs, it would be like Texas, Florida, Atlanta. Then like you know Memphis, Tennessee, or whatnot. I'd do it like that.
I can't remember that. Who running Memphis right now?
Shit, it's either CMG or Paper Route really. Them the two hottest like labels out of Memphis right now. Like at the moment.
Dolph independent, right?
I don't know what Dolph's situation is because it's like he, like last year he was like doing the whole thing what he signed then he didn't sign. I don't know, but I know Gotti tell you straight up he Rock Nation right now, so it is what it is.
What that happened?
Yeah, he signed with Rock Nation last year. That was like 2 years ago because he was with Rock Nation when
that's why he was at the brunch.
He was Rock Nation when the Rake It Up track was what blew up. He been running around with the rock chain on.
That's a good look.
Yeah.
It's actually good. Like, I can't be mad at that. So yeah, what you said the name of the mixtape was?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
So after that we got Big Sean. Big Sean dropped he dropped 2 singles, right?
Yeah, that last single was kind of ass, but that overtime, that overtime was fire.
Nah, that nigga was skating on overtime.
That nigga was killing overtime. I don't fuck with that single again shit, but he do get some extra points for putting Janae's vocals on that shit.
Niggas
you get your ex to get on your vocals, bro. Like that's a dub.
Mans was saying he on his She Thang vibes, dropping single again as a man.
Yeah,
like,
but that overtime though, dog, that nigga. Dog, when Sean is rapping like that, like
when
it's hard pressed to not put that nigga top tier,
when
bro.
he really like lock in and just want to rap and he want to talk his shit, like nobody fucking with, bro. I say that about Wale too. Like when them 2 niggas really just rap, like nobody.
It's just like them 2 is like the tier below the top 3 guys. You see what I'm saying? But them niggas easily could be top tier.
Yeah, they not.
But they body of work just don't add up
because they not just rapping consistently.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they not just killing niggas consistently.
And then niggas still say Sean like duck Kendrick. Like niggas always revert back to that shit, bro.
I don't think he ducked Kendrick because he wasn't Kendrick.
I don't think he had no issues with him.
Yeah, I don't really.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't see with it. Maybe because
I think niggas wanted that to happen more than
they always be trying to pit niggas against each other, bro.
But
That's what niggas do. Like just like with Kendrick and Drake, it's like, bro, they have no reason to go head to head. They made great records together. Like they have no reason to go head to head. I never even heard of them two
having any riffs with each other. So.
I never heard about Big Sean and Kendrick having no real like no back and forth. So. What reason they need to go back?
I think it's just what niggas would want to see.
Maybe it's sparring, like friendly sparring, maybe, but nah.
But even with that, do you think
he would give him? I think he would give him a run, bro.
Who? Kendrick?
I think Sean would give Kendrick a run. Kendrick got deemed untouchable because of that control verse. I'm still
I think that shit is wildly overrated.
But I think that's where it came in because I remember that day and I wasn't even on Twitter. Like rappers was on Twitter talking about where the studio at.
Yeah, didn't Joe Budden say that?
Joe Budden said that.
Looks like he tweeted that. Like, looks like I gotta go to the studio tomorrow. I was like, nigga,
that was 2014, bro. I remember that shit.
Stop, man. Like, come please on, relax, man.
Kendrick got niggas attention and niggas wanted to get in the studio. Meek wanted to get in the studio. Fab wanted to get in the studio.
I remember that.
Joe Budden wanted to get in the studio. And then ever since then, it was this thing about how Kendrick Lamar was deemed untouchable. And I love Kendrick. But Kendrick is not that, to me, he's not like somebody, oh, you don't want to rap with him. Like, why? Like, what made y'all feel that Kendrick is this
niggas real life
untouchable monster?
Real life shook Kendrick, bro. Like, I'm like, where did this happen?
Like,
he boogeyman status, real talk, bro.
Yeah, look, I don't get that. Like, he legendary now, but like rapping wise, like there's plenty of niggas that can rap with Kendrick, bro.
I remember that because Kendrick was riding a 4-wheel. He was like Meek Mill and laughing at Meek. I remember that shit. That was a funny time, man. So yeah, man. What else? You got any more music you been rocking with, or?
Come on, man. Go Roses, man.
Oh yeah, that song 5 minutes, bro.
6.
Well, yeah.
I can't even tell that shit 6 minutes. That shit that good.
So overall, man, I'm really I just want Port of Miami 2 to drop like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, listen, that shit's so fire, bro. Like, I'm willing to say that's their best collab.
You put that over Lord Knows?
Yes. I would even argue if a nigga told me, Lord knows, but dog, that Go Roses, that shit. Dog, Ross double back on the track. He ain't did that shit in a minute.
Yeah, that's why I really feel like, Port of Miami 2 is like, going to be something.
Both of them niggas top 10 all time, man. Easily. And I ain't talking about 10 for Ross. That nigga's like 6 to 8. Easily. Based on longevity, like rapping.
I got Ross in my 5, honestly.
Oh, yeah, you always told me that. I got Drake in my 5. But like Ross, dog, like, because you got to really think about it. He ain't really got no duds except for Hill Billionaire. And like a lot of niggas, they be having more than one. If you in a rap game for when he came out, 05?
Yeah, about
Sorry, 05. So we going on year 14. For you to have like 10 plus albums and have like, does he have 10? So he got Port of Miami.
I think this is his 10th album, if I'm not mistaken.
Port of Miami, Triller, Deeper Than Rap, Teflon Don, God Forgives I Don't, Mastermind, Hood Billionaire, Black Market, Rather You Than Me. Yeah, this would be 10.
Yeah, this is 10 right here.
So for you to have one at, dog, you 90%. You shooting 90% from the field. So.
And you got to think all of the legendary verses he's giving you outside of the albums, all of the just the moments within the culture, the artists that he's helped within the culture, is overall like the nigga portfolio is Teflon, man.
That's what I be saying when niggas be talking about they top. I kind of feel like you can't put Biggie and Pac in the top 5 no more. It's kind of like it's lazy.
You can put it
lazy,
personal,
but it's like lazy.
Yeah, it is kind of lazy, but at the same time, like
I'm not mad at it, but I'm saying it's like who don't got Pac and Big in their top 5?
It's like they above that shit.
They above that shit. You got to put them somewhere else. So like after that, who are you really naming after them two? Who are you really naming? Like you can't tell the story of rap without naming Ross, without naming Wayne, without naming Drake. Like you can't name without Kendrick. Without Cole, like you can't. They automatic. Them guys I just named, you gotta put top 10. Like you almost had to. Like if you recognize it, like you almost had to. Like personal, I can't really knock nobody personal list. Cause like after that, like who really been more consistent than Ross over the last 10 years? You can't really name nobody. Even rap, and for him to still be rapping this good at this point in his career, 14 years in, that says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That says a lot.
Has some of the biggest
like he ain't really got no whack verse. I can't even really think of any whack Ross verses.
I never heard a whack Ross verse.
To be real with you, no.
Never have, honestly. Not even on no bias shit, man. Who else, music-wise, we on, man? BJ Chicago Kid?
Yeah, he had a real good album. I fuck with him.
I heard the track with Offset. I heard that on the radio a few times, but how's the album overall?
Album was pretty good. Album was real good. I remember I first heard of him when he was on Chance mixtape Acid Rap, which is a classic, by the way. And then they actually put both of his mixtapes on Apple Music a few weeks back.
Right.
But that's when I first heard of him, and then I kind of branched off from there. That was like 2013, 2014.
Yeah, man's been at it for a minute now. I've been hearing about BJ Chicago Kid since like 09, like 2010. Like we been at it. I'm gonna give that project a spin too when I get a chance. But
yeah,
you
he
say
got a couple of EPs that came out before that was kind of dope too.
But you say overall the album pretty good though.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's pretty
All right.
solid. So yeah, man, that shit. Cause honestly, this was like a slow year for music, but it seemed like towards the end of the summer, man, this shit had started heating up. Cause Friday was a lot of good shit that came out. A lot of good shit came out Friday.
I forget
Bryson
that.
Tiller dropped a track too. I don't know if he got an album coming, but he dropped the track too.
I saw niggas was slandering that Bryson Tiller too, man. Did you listen to it?
I had a chance to listen to it yet.
I saw slander from it. I'm gonna still peep it though. I just saw that last night.
I don't want him to get into that. I don't want Bryson Tiller to get into that mode where, like, he just get lax.
I think that's already happened. You gotta think Bryson came out 2014.
Yeah, trap. I feel like we won't get another Trap Soul again, bro.
We're not getting that.
Yeah,
That's
and I appreciate it for what it was, like, you know, but you just be more consistent. I don't feel like you got to drop music every year as an artist. I'm not saying that, but you got to kind of keep.
Still got to show us
keep
like,
the attention.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Keep the attention. I feel like his last couple projects he put out wasn't really like hitting like that, and he better than that. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, hopefully off this track he got an album coming. I know Wale say he got an album that's coming, cause he been killing on the singles too.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. Well,
And I feel like he ain't been forced neither. Like,
Yeah.
it's been real good shit. That shit he put out with Jeremiah, that shit is fire. Then he did the Gemini Girl. That shit was super fire, too. And then the track that he dropped on 09 for Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he was in his...
Spazzing.
Yeah, he was spazzing on that. So, like, I mean, has it really been a quiet year for rap, or is it just...
It picked up.
It
was quiet earlier.
It's been sporadic, really.
It was quiet earlier in the year. It picked up towards like within the last month.
You wasn't feeling Schoolboy album earlier this year?
That shit was fire, but it wasn't like nothing else that coming out around that with that was like on the same level. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like yeah, that was good. Didn't Currency drop something? Or he hasn't dropped nothing yet.
I think he dropped a mixtape, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did.
That's another nigga who been consistent with his music, with his discography.
Yeah, for a long time. A very long time since.
Freddie Gibbs.
Oh yeah, Freddie Gibbs album.
Yeah, like I said, it picked up within the last one because that dropped about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you right.
Yeah, but Currency, I think him getting away from Young Money was the best thing for his career.
Yeah,
Even though I would have liked to still seen it, but
it had to happen
because he wouldn't even have been putting out this work. I think that he, at the rate that he is now, had he still been with them.
No, he said that like because 08 he dropped. That's when he started dropping like a mixtape every month. So he had Super Tecmo Bowl. He had
shit. I remember from 2010 to 11, he was just like
but
every other 2 months.
Like the run started like 08, and then he linked up with Wiz 09, and then that's when 2010. You know, everything just started building up from there.
He just started rolling from there.
Yeah, it started rolling. But that 09, that 08 run was what really like put him on like as far as establishing the Jets like fan base. Like that's what really, you know, put him on with that. Cause I remember going to see bro. He used to come to Charleston all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like Currency been putting his work in.
Oh, that Covert Coupe.
Yeah, Covert Coupe is the shit with Alchemist. Him and Alchemist always they always deliver.
fire.
Yeah, I love that. I love that mixtape, man. And Return to the Winner Circle. Those
Yeah,
are
Return
classics.
to the Winner
Like
Circle was
Currency
classic.
actually got like a really solid like discography too. Like
Weekend
we,
at Bernie's.
yeah, Weekend at Burns. I went and bought that. I bought that out the store. I went to FYE and bought that. We was working together when I bought that album. Like I had to
No,
go
I
buy
remember
that.
when Stone Immaculate dropped, I went and copped that
Oh
shit.
yeah,
That
Stone and
was
Macklin was a
2012.
shit too. Yeah. See, Currency been killing, man. So shout out to Spitter, man. I always say he's one of the most underrated. So moving on,
Oh,
man.
we forgot about Crit, man.
Oh yeah, your boy Crit.
Bro, you gotta get that nigga a chance more, man. You always be hitting me with, I don't be trying to hear that bass and all that shit on there, man. That nigga should be fire, dog. Fire. That nigga Crit overall as an artist, bro. Like, to me as a rapper, I feel like he rap better than some of the top 10 niggas. But just overall as a producer, he produce all his shit. Like, he been producing other people's shit since like 09, 2010.
Yeah, he has.
That nigga just be killing, bro. Like, that album is... That shit crazy. That might be one of his best albums he put out. And I thought Forever is a Mighty Long Time was... He didn't lose a step off that shit.
I'm gonna check that album out too. I need to check that out and that BJ the Kid
And
album,
his
Chicago Kid.
mixtape running is crazy too.
I was fucking with that the Critters here, and I think maybe one or two projects. I'll probably say one project after that. And
Forever in a Day, that shit was crazy.
I don't know, man. I kind of got lost on Crit after the project after Crit was here.
Why? What made you divert from him?
The shit just it kind of got boring to me, man.
You talking about the sound?
Yeah, the sound. Not what he's rapping about, like the sound. Like the production sound probably got a little lazy to me. I'm not saying the nigga can't rap now. Like the nigga can rap is just like my bad. The overall production sound kind of got repetitive to me. Do you feel like
as a producer should stick to his sound, or he should be more flex? Like, you know, when you hear a Timberland record, you know it's Timberland.
Yeah, but Timberland got a big bag. He got a big sound range too, though. So I can't really say a lot of his beats sound alike.
So he got a sound, but he got a range within his sound.
Yeah, like you can have a sound and then.
No, I agree. Now I'm just asking.
Within that sound, that shit, none of this shit sounds the same, damn near. You know what I'm saying? But you know when you hear that, that's a Timberland sound. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you're coming from, but yeah, I don't know. Man. I'm gonna check him out, man. I'm gonna check him out. Blueface says he's the best lyricist of his generation, man. We buying or selling?
Selling.
Who like what lyricists in his generation? Let's get it.
I don't know, because I think the term generation has been shortened by years and years, and I don't know why. Like, to me, a generation ain't 2-3 year gap, man. That shit is way longer than that. So, I mean, what year was he born?
He's a young nigga now. Like, Blueface, like, what, 21, 22? Maybe 23. Might be.
I don't think he's 23.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a young nigga. So, like, he just came out. He been rapping for about a year and a half. The YBN nigga cordae rapping about a year and a half now. 2 years.
97, so he's 22.
All right. So, like, him, YBN, like, them and they in the same, like, I would put them in the same generation. Like,
He don't rap better than him.
Like, as far as, like, bars?
Yeah, every bars, flow, like, nah, he don't rap better than YB and cordae. Nah,
I'm not saying that either.
But Blueface got he got quotables. Like, he got some shit where you be like, oh shit, that shit was kind of dope. Like, he got quotables, but like,
I found myself saying it a lot listening to Blueface though.
I can't listen to a whole Blueface. Like, I don't. He say he got his EP coming out. I'm gonna give it a listen, but I feel like, dog, like, just because his rapping style, like, I can't take so much of that rapping all beat shit, man.
He's saying cordae better.
I wouldn't argue that at all. I wouldn't argue overall artistry. Nah, hell yeah. Cordae's a better
Cordae a
artist.
fucking beast, man.
Yeah.
I respect Blueface for in his lane for what he do, but like lyricist, nah, dog. You can't, cause then you can't start changing the definition of what true lyricism is, bro. Like, you just gotta respect.
No, we're not changing the definition of it, but what I'm saying is, like, if he's saying he feel like he one of the top niggas in his class, I mean, when you really look at his class, who's Like, who's like the top niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he wrong in saying that?
I mean, there's a lot of people that you. I mean, is he basing it off of like he said 2016, 2017? So who came out? Who came out around that time? I would have to look at the freshman list from
Yeah, that's what I'm
16,
saying, like,
17, ET time.
We have to review that and then probably.
All right, because then you got Rhapsody that would be in his class. He ain't better than her.
Rhapsody been rapping though.
But I'm saying though, she came out around that time.
Nah, she been
What
Rhapsody,
year she came out?
Rhapsody been rapping for a very long time, bro.
But she been on the Double XL 2016, 17, one of them years. That cover.
Right.
There's plenty of niggas who been out rapping before they got on the Double XL cover.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, if you want to put it like that, but like Rhapsody, like she older than them and all. Like I wouldn't really put her in.
But you basing it off age or you basing it off
Like when I think when a nigga say when a 22-year-old say his class, I'm not gonna put. I'm looking at it like young niggas. I'm not looking
so
at it.
You wouldn't put the baby in Blueface class.
No, baby, like damn near our age, like.
But they broke into mainstream at the same.
That's what I'm
time.
saying. So like,
So we going off that.
I don't know.
I would because
because we going off like of a nigga. That's how I'm looking at it. So of a little nigga look come at me like, yo, I'm one of the hottest young niggas out right now. I'm not gonna put him like, even though this Rhapsody might have came, she might have popped like at the same year, like. She older than them. Like she on a different path. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How about Benny? He broke.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't put Benny with like, how old is Benny?
Benny,
35?
yeah, Benny like, yeah.
All right. So you wouldn't say that he was in Cole and Kendrick in them class. You wouldn't say that,
right? I wouldn't say that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta, even though the age does play a factor. Like you gotta put into a time, but even though you 35, bro, you didn't come out until such and such year. Like even though he's the same age as Cole and Wale and all of them, you wouldn't put Benny in Cole and Wale class,
right?
You wouldn't do it.
I don't know, man. That shit just.
So you gotta kind of put the baby with Blueface within the last few years. Like to me, that generation is like 2-3 year like time frame.
Right.
Baby's my age. I got him by a few months. You see what I'm saying? So he'll be 28, I think, around sometime late this year. But he still came out in this era. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I mean, I ain't arguing it. It's just, I don't know, man. It's factors. I feel like it's factors that play into it. But like overall, when you really looking at it, it all comes down to the music, man. So
because that's just like when in the early 2000s when you had Cameron and all them boys coming. They wasn't that far off from Nas' age. Nas born like 74. Cameron born 77. Mm-hmm. But he really didn't touch down till about like late 90s,
right.
Early 2000s. Nas been rapping since 92. But you wouldn't put them in the same class.
Yeah, they just had different paths on life. Cam picked up the mic a little later than Nas, but yeah, I mean I wouldn't argue that. It's just like I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like the age. I guess I am kind of caught up on the age because like I wouldn't put Rhapsody with a Blueface. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But I do get what you're saying though. Like I wouldn't argue that. But overall, man, the Double XL freshman freestyles, man, how you feeling those?
Man, Baby had the best one so far. I don't think they released all of them, but so far, Baby had the best one, and then Meg. I don't think I heard YBN unless they probably ain't released it yet. But
I see niggas was
killed too.
I see niggas was saying how they was trying to they pulled up a Triller video with the Baby. He was basically doing his Double XL freestyle like a month or two ago, and they was saying
that's when they did it though.
Nah, it was like that freestyle's from a song, an unreleased song. But it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna hold that against him because everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? Like every time that Jay-Z used to come on Rhapsody the Basement, that you wasn't getting no fresh freestyle from that man.
Wayne too.
Yeah, Wayne either. That man giving y'all album.
Wayne rap like live from the 500.
Yeah,
Mr. Crazy
yeah.
rapping. Like I heard him rap that on Rap City before.
Like he rapped the dedication. He rapped some shit off dedication on Rap City. So it's like,
but we know these niggas can freestyle.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna hold that against.
I mean,
them,
dog,
man.
if you about to get on Double XL for a lot of them boys probably prep for that shit.
Yeah, like I'm not. Everybody remembered they verses, bro. It's not like niggas came in there.
Now you got some niggas on there who probably do spit a fresh.
I don't think nobody
fresh
ever
freestyle.
spit nothing off
so?
the head in there, bro. Everybody came there with some, cause you got to think, man. It's you probably want to drop the best bars you got. Like the best bars you got, you're not gonna cook them up straight off the head. I mean, maybe if you did, more power to you. But I know for a fact those were remembered verses, and I'm not mad at none of that at all. I know Meg Thee Stallion ain't freestyle that shit. Like that's not a pure freestyle.
She
You know what I'm
might
saying?
have, bro. You never know.
Man, that's written, man. And I'm not holding it against her. I can tell. Like I just know. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not holding it against them. Like you know what I'm saying.
So how
like,
you know somebody freestyle that shit?
Like you know a nigga freestyle. Like you just can tell. Like it's. I can just feel it damn near. Like you know what I'm saying. Like if a nigga flowing, and he just running through that shit. I know he remembered that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like when you watching the battle raps. Like I know they remembered this shit, and it's
none of them. A lot of them boys. The only time that shit freestyles is they rebuttal some shit.
yeah.
They write rap battles. They write they rounds.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
Yeah, you're not freestyling.
All right,
all
so
of that.
even with that, like we don't hold that against them. They not coming in because at the end of the day, you coming when we going under it as the guys of it being a freestyle, but we know that they ain't just freestyling that like off the top. You know what I'm saying?
No.
All of
They
that.
writing
Like, I mean, but at the end of the day, like you coming there for the bars. At the end of the day, when I was looking at the Double XL show, I'm looking for the bars. Like I know I'm not. I don't care if he dropped this shit on Instagram. Like he already rapped this on. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care about that.
I feel you.
Like did he kill his shit or not? Because we're gonna clown nigga if he came in there with some corny shit. So. I would rather a nigga give me some hot shit he dropped on Instagram than try to come in there and do some different shit and the shit be corny and then he the laughing stock on the TL. So which one is it?
No, I feel you. You right.
So I'm not gonna hold that against bro. Who you said they didn't drop all of them yet?
I don't think they finished releasing all of
I
them.
know
Yet. If I did, I missed them.
Well,
But them two so far, yeah, they
have to keep an eye out for the rest of them shits, man.
And I just saw how Meg and Nicki went Instagram live and was chopping it up, bro. Like that was good to see. We need to see more of that. I need to see Meg, Cardi, and Nicki on the track, bro. Like that'd be good for female rap. A lot of that shit just be dumb, man. Like all that beef shit is unnecessary. Like so just to see Meg and Nicki chopping it up on Instagram live and chatting and shit, and just showing each other love, like. That's how that shit should always be.
Do you think we'll ever see?
I mean, women are built different, so they
Yeah.
might hold on to that grudge a little longer. But I want to see it. Like I want to see Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj squash that bullshit that they got going on.
Women just more emotional than men, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I mean, it would like just for active. Like I would want to see Nicki, even if it's just Nicki and Meg on the track. I would like that, but I would like to see all three of them because right now they would be like, as far as hot, they would be like the hottest female rappers right now. Like, shit, throw Tierra Whack on there too. Throw rap shit. Like, I want to see like a female, like one of them. Remember how back then when Busta Rhymes did that Touch It remix? Mm-hmm. And he had a gang of rappers on that shit? Mm-hmm. I want to see a female rap song like that. I want to see Nicki on that shit. I want to see Cardi on there. I want to see Meg. I want to see Tierra Whack. I want to see Rap City on that shit. That's what I want. That's me personally. But like if I could just get them three on there, because it would be legendary, and for the temperature of female rap right now, like that should be real good to see, man. Yeah, that should be real good to see. Like, and I feel like with the Cardi and Nicki shit, it was more of the media pinned them against each other more than anything. Because before that, bro, there was really no reason for them to have issues with each other, but it just kept building and building and building. Yeah, and I felt like they gave in to the media pressure with them going head to head.
I seen that shit
because when you started hearing whispers on either end, like Cardi could be chilling and she hear on one end, oh yeah, well Nicki jealous and da-da-da. Then Nicki on her end, well Cardi ain't showing you no love and da-da-da. Like then it's gonna build up, and then you know what happens with pressure build up, it explodes.
Niggas should have just picked up the phone a long time ago. and you know.
Dog, hey, honestly, me personally, I would have shut that shit down from the jump.
Yeah,
If
like-
I was Cardi, I would have been like, hey, I'm letting you know right now, I respect you for what you did for female rap. All the shit that you hearing through the media and all that shit, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's not an official source.
Yeah, bro, that's not an official source. Like, I got no problem with you. And the shit could have been dead like that. You see what I'm saying? But, like, even after, what was the song that they did together with? Motorsport. Like, that shit should have been dead right then and there.
That story's still funny as hell.
Yeah, that story is crazy, bro.
Nicki was basically like, Quavo told her he squashed this shit if he was.
Nah, he was like, I would have.
If you was my girl.
Yeah, if you was my girl, and she felt bad about that. I can't be mad at her for that. But like, honestly,
do
bro,
we fault
like,
Quavo for that, dude?
Nah, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's his prerogative. If you feel like
I feel like that too.
Really have no
I'm not hopping into no female beef. I'm not hopping into no female beef. Like, personally, I'm not hopping into no female quarrels unless I'm directly involved in that.
Now, if I'm a friend of Nicki or Cardi in that situation, I would speak my opinion on it.
Yeah, behind closed
Not
doors.
publicly.
I'm not doing no public shit though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, behind closed doors, cool. I'm with
I
that.
would have got me personally. I would have got them two together.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It wouldn't have been none of that. We shooting your shoot here, you shoot.
Yeah,
your shoot
like
here
that's
for the vid-
corny.
Like,
That's
that shit
corny,
whack.
bro. That's corny.
And y'all both top female rappers at the time. So I'm saying, like, why wouldn't? And y'all both from the same city, like, that shit
like,
whack.
Y'all from the same city, like, that shit could have been resolved. Like, what, that Motorsport came out, what, 2 years ago?
17, 18.
Yeah, it's 2007. That's 2 years ago. This shit should have been resolved 2.5 years ago. Like, that shit should have never happened. Y'all fighting at the Met Gala of all places. Like, this shit just is a big mess,
Yeah,
man.
that shit
like,
whack. But like I said, it's good to see Meg and Nicki on like live. I think they honestly would give like a fire song because both of them can rap their ass off. Like when they want to, especially Nicki. Like when Nicki really want to rap, like she can really get into her shit. So I just want to see more females, like more female rappers come together. But like just to have like a mega song, like that should be crazy.
Do y'all think Nicki should have been more open to Cardi coming in, as far as like knowing that Nicki was kind of on the way out when Cardi came in?
I don't think she's on the way out. I'm on both sides of that when it comes to the conversation because I feel like every time a new artist come in, I'm not really obligated to acknowledge you.
No, 100%. But
I'm saying, and I don't feel like a new artist has to automatically pay homage to an older artist.
I think that's what happened.
I feel like it should genuinely happen if they cross paths.
I feel like if they cross, it should have been on some shit where it's like how Mike been saying, like neither one of them was obligated to reach out to each other, being that Nicki, Nicki's who she is. You know what I'm saying? Cardi wasn't an icon yet when she first came in. Like this probably Cardi like bouncing to her status is like probably one of the quickest, like
she'll cross an icon status soon.
Very soon. Like this is one of the quickest like jumps ever.
She might have the same jump like Nicki did when she first came out.
So it's like for that to happen like that is like we ain't never seen nothing like that. So I get it. Like Nicki probably like maybe she do got some shit to prove. Maybe she might but at the same time Cardi probably like I'm not obligated to reach out to you neither. And I think they both women. So it's
kind of like how you walk into a room with a person like you got to talk to, but y'all kind of like staying on both sides of the room.
But the elephant in the room is y'all know y'all at least need to acknowledge each other.
Because over the last 10 years, Nicki was really the only one sweeping rap awards. So like when Cardi come in, it's kind of like everybody sitting back waiting like, okay,
it's the new kid at school kind of shit.
When y'all two gonna get together and do some shit. And I think instead of embracing in a positive manner, it got turned negative. And it pinned, and the media took it and they pinned them against each other.
Right, because that happens when you don't control your own situation.
See, like every time a male rapper come out, these niggas ain't coming out here acknowledging Hove and Jeezy and all these guys. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not a necessity, but I'm trying to figure out why with female rappers, like, it's an automatic thing to pay homage. And I don't feel like it don't have to be like that. Like, I'm not obligated to come out and pay homage. And if I am older, I'm not obligated to embrace you. But if we was across paths or anything like that,
I ain't gonna play Hollywood with you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play Hollywood with you. But I don't feel like, oh, okay, yeah, shout out to such because they got the #1 song. Yeah, it's cool to do it, but I don't feel like they're obligated to do that. You see
Like
what I'm
I
saying?
always, when I think of shit like that, I
And
always.
if they don't do it, it don't gotta be I got a problem with you. It's like, bro, like I see you doing your thing. I'm just
Yeah.
not publicly saying it. You
I
see what I'm
always,
saying?
I always think when shit like when we talk about shit like this, I always think about Hove making that call to Lil Wayne, like the
Yeah, he did
I
it.
see you, little nigga.
But
type
everybody
call.
didn't do what Hov
But
did.
yeah, everybody's not gonna do that. But Hove being who he is, he realized that hey, this nigga's about to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? If nobody gave him his roses, I'm gonna get a man his roses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's not an obligation, but you know, it's not a knock to you if you don't do it either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So-
only said that because Nicki real life had a run kind of like what Ross had.
Yeah,
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So just seeing like Cardi catching the waves that she was kind of catching, I figured maybe it was
Passing the torch type
Yeah,
thing.
not even that. Just let's make money together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
That's my biggest
like
thing.
is it passing the torch because like Nicki still got time? Like it's
She
not
got
like
plenty
she got
time.
plenty time. It's not
I
like
think you can. I think you don't get outed until you want to get outed.
I feel
Or
like
unless
that.
your shit ain't really sticking like that. Because as far as an icon, like just her persona alone, Nicki will be top for a very, very long time. Just
Like,
off her persona
that
alone.
that 2017, like those songs weren't sticking, but I'm not gonna say she should have just stopped rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
It's-
she got plenty left.
the songs just weren't sticking to me. That's all it was. But overall, like it's not.
I feel
gonna-
like with Nicki's career, she kind of got caught up in the notoriety aspect.
yeah,
And
she
you know
was
what?
she was focused on
She was
the
in a male dominant-
accolades.
She's in a male dominant field. You see what I'm saying? But and I said this for a long time, like Lil Kim didn't even have an icon status like Nicki Minaj. MC Lyte didn't have the icon status Nicki Minaj had. Like Nicki Minaj arguably is the greatest female rapper all time. That's just based off a collective body of work. Like you can't really argue it. So I felt like it got to a time where she was so caught up in getting the notoriety, just not from a female aspect, but a rapper, period.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like it took away from her quality of music. That's just my personal opinion. But to me, I feel like she don't got shit to prove. Like I remember when she first came out, like around 07, 08, and then 09 when she dropped Beat Me Up to Scotty, I was like, okay, yeah, she here. And then like that 10 to 11 wave is like when the bar persona just went crazy worldwide. And then after that, it was just a full go. You see what I'm saying? But now it's like I still feel like she can give us. I feel like she's still in her time. That's just me. Period. I don't feel like she on her way out unless she lets media pressure her into feeling like she's on her way out. Because with Cardi coming out around 2017, that's when Nicki was hitting year 10. So it would seem like, okay, yeah, that's what she got to do. She would be on her way out. But it's like, nah, dog, like, do your thing. Like, get with the. You know how much money Nicki and Cardi could have made together?
That's my whole thing. If you think about it, if you can make 10 years by yourself, and that 10 years can get you another 20. Now, this next 10 that you could have had with Cardi, right here, you're looking at a lifetime achievement.
Somebody
Truly,
should have told Nicki that before she started this.
no, 1,000%.
Like all these, and another thing, you got all these niggas doing double like projects together. Why these what female has ever had like just like with Key Glock and Dolph? You see what I'm saying? Like you got with who else got albums together or projects like Cam and Vado. I know I'm missing
easily
somebody.
been like a situation like that on,
You
on
like
a
ain't no
completely different
females
level.
who
Like,
got a project that's half and half, like Watch the Throne with Ye and Hove. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't have that with female rappers. Like Nicki and Lil Kim could have had some shit like that, and that shit would have been fucking crazy. Crazy. Cause both of them is like that, but you had they fall down, and I still want them to get together. Like I feel like they need to have a sit down, whatever. It don't gotta be publicly. Just squash this shit and do some shit together. Cause both of y'all are fucking dope. Lil Kim is like me personally, she's my favorite female rapper of all time. Lil Kim is. But as far as like it's like 1-2 with Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim, like all of them should be coming together and doing some shit. They're not obligated to, but I would like to see it. But like right now, with the temperature of female, dog, like Nicki, Cardi, and Meg on some shit, it'd be crazy. That'd be good for the game.
It would kill it.
Remy Ma also.
Yeah, Remy
yeah.
too. Because
All
even
these-
with Remy and Nicki shit, that shit was
So
dumb.
the common denominator is Nicki Minaj.
I would say because she was a top, but I feel like honestly, I shoot Nicki some bail a little bit on the terms of every time a female rapper came out, it was kind of like this temperature of every time a female rapper would say some shit on the track, they would automatically assume it was Nicki. So then when you start hearing that Nicki feel like by them not saying nothing, she do feel like
they confirming the shit.
They kind of confirming the shit. So then you don't leave her no room to feel some type of way. So she is gonna be standoffish. Mm-hmm. But I felt like on Nicki part 2, she could have been more on some. You know what? Let me go ahead and shut the shit down, embrace it. And you know what? Hey, being that you are the vet, being that you are, hey, I ain't got no issue with none of y'all. It could have went both ways. Yeah. And then when she did her thing, it was kind of like it was too far gone at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think Remy cut different, man.
Yeah,
so
she cut
like,
different. Yeah,
you
she
know,
cut different.
So it is.
And
what
that's
it
another
is.
one who could really rap too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just I want to see all them boys. And then it was kind of like a pit thing because Cardi and Remy are like this. They both from the Bronx, so you know she gonna hold her down. And it's kind of like how most females are kind of built different. So I don't know if we could ever see a Remy, Cardi, and
I'd love to see that shit though, man.
Nicki, I would love to see it though, because all of them boys can rap.
I want to see it on the album, not on the like BET.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I want to see a female
I want to see
rap
a project,
duo album.
like a project. I don't want it to be like no MTV Awards moment. Like you know what I'm saying? They bigger than that.
Though I think Tierra, just for like they style Tierra, Wack and Rhapsody would make a fire. Like,
that would be hard as fuck.
That shit would be fucking crazy.
That would be crazy.
And then just like with Meg and Nicki, all of them kind of have like that same kind of persona, like that sexy type. But all of them can do their thing when they want to. You see what I'm saying? Like that shit would just be crazy.
Let's slide Azalea Banks in the mix too, guys.
No. Nah, bro. Like Azalea, but I can't. And she talented, but she just so her persona would kill a whole fucking vibe. But yeah, like her vibe would kill a whole shit. So I don't want to include her in that shit.
Nicki saying all these bitches is my sons, all of that energy from the beginning. And
she been saying that though.
But she was the generation after Lil Pimp. She's the one who dropped the hurdle.
Do we hold that son shit against her though? Because
yes, 100%.
I mean, but really, every like the niggas, we do it all the time in like male rap. Like every niggas pop they shit all the time. So it's like, do we hold Nicki for saying the same shit in her lane? Or
it's a play on words, man.
Do
like,
we hold that?
All right.
Yeah, that you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like that. I'm tired of her putting that in her songs, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that's a lazy bar on her end.
That was her energy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That was her energy.
Like, he see above
I don't
all
think
everybody.
it was malice behind it, though. I think it was playful.
Because she's fake. But that was her energy.
But I think that, but it's just like with, like Mo said, with male rappers, niggas was always saying that niggas was.
But that's
them.
what you're saying. You got to be carried by the words you're saying. You're a man, right?
Right.
No, I feel you, but it's kind of like, all right, I'll use Pusha as an example.
Okay.
So Pusha, when he was on the podcast or whatever, and he was talking, he was like, I don't apply streets to rap. So with me, it's competitive sparring. Cause I don't believe nothing. Those were his words. So that's why I'm not really holding too much on. Oh, these bitches is my sons. Cause I don't feel like it was no malice behind it. I think it was. She was saying it from a competitive sports standpoint.
And
That's
right. And her path, it took her down a path where she did not collaborate with other artists. Yeah, nor did she show her elders any love. That's her energy. We gotta be real with this.
No, you right.
No, I feel you.
You right. I would. Yeah, you right.
I can't be mad at you.
And you got to think like in the peak of that beef, like I know a few people were saying how, I know Remy had even said that she was saying how people were backing off from business deals from her based off certain phone calls that were being made. So it's like
that's Nicki behind
the scenes. So it's like
blocking all kinds of
so it's. I mean, I that do hold weight like when you actually live in them bars, like you know what I'm saying. So
no, you right. No, you right in that aspect. You right.
Live by real rules.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you right about that. But I feel like the end goal is much bigger than what she did. Like, granted, it was some fucked up shit, but I feel like the end goal is grander than the bullshit that she did. I feel like even if she did do that, you know what? Yeah, you did that, address that, but the end goal would be big. That's just like if you go into a business deal with somebody, right? And they might have did some fucked up shit. You see what I'm saying? do you see like it could be like, you know what? And everybody ain't different. You can have this one nigga right here. You know what? That end goal ain't worth me getting back with
Logic is the bigger man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you can have this person over here. You be like, you know what? This person did some shit, but you know what? Overall, end goal would be greater. And you know what? I really ain't gonna really hold it on that person versus this person.
I agree with what you're saying.
It depends on the
I agree with
person.
what you're saying. But
Yeah.
you know why we're so happy to see Nicki and Meg on live together? It's because this should have been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the energy that we should have been seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see that.
And thank God she
yeah.
made it here.
Uh-huh.
Thank God she's made it here. You know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I respect you on that, Meg. Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying with that. But I just feel like what you said, yeah, she did do some shit, some shady shit and all that. I just feel like the end goal is way more grander than that shit. That's all.
agree with you. Logic
It's the biggest thing
I
because
mean, it's gonna probably be hard to convince Remy to get on board with that. Now that I remember her saying that, because it's like, you know, how do you trust, you know, doing
like I said,
business
yeah,
with
she's built
somebody
different.
that did some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can have problems all day, but when you making like the back behind the scenes calls and all that type of shit, like
She had an army.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
YM. You know.
Like
Wayne.
that's a different level to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you want some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean I get it. You know what I'm saying? So moving on, man. Instagram, they hiding the likes. They gonna start hiding likes, and it's gonna change the Instagram game, man. What's your theory on that, Mike?
I feel like it's a mixture of both. More of a like just addressing like, you know, people personality issues and shit like that. Like, you know, like they said, they came out and said in the tweet that they want people to more focus on the post more so than the number of likes somebody get on their picture, shit like that. I can understand it, but I do think it's a money thing behind that too, because when it comes to ad money now, like you might have to go directly through Instagram now for as far as like the promo dollars and shit like that. I kind of feel because they business people at the end of the day, so they could be addressing this one thing, but on the back end be handling that, because if you hiding that, then all these other corporations looking at your post don't see no likes, and they be like, okay, well, you know, y'all not doing that, then the resort is gonna be to go through Instagram for that. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like they killing two birds with one stone with the shit. Me personally, I don't see no issue with it. I think it would kind of be better, especially for. I say more so. It's sad to say a lot of adults are dealing with shit like that, but you have a lot of people who look at. I don't know if I said this on the podcast before. I know a girl took a picture down because she got 6,000 likes. When she because on most of her other pictures she got about probably like 12, 13. And she literally said, damn, like, in her soul, like, y'all ain't fucking with me. Like that.
What a loser.
She got 6,000 likes on the picture.
What a fucking loser, man.
Yeah, it's great. I actually saw the picture. How it looked. So basically, it would be like if you follow somebody.
It's got the names.
It got the names under it. It don't got the number by it.
It don't got no numbers on there.
So all that
you
organic
can see
followers and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can see the number of likes. You can, but your followers can't. So like, all you got to do is tap on it and see who liked it.
So will impressions and shit like that is probably not going to matter. Like,
you know, I can't really speak on the impressions thing because I'm not really on that field. I remember when I started our podcast page, and it was a business page. So I know you can see like the people from what I outside looking in, people tell me the impressions are better, or what you need to look at more than the likes and shit like that. I don't know. Maybe y'all can speak.
Yeah,
on
I
that.
think the impressions matter because
What is an impression? What is an impression?
How much times people view it, how much times it's shared, how much people save it, like shit like that matters more than a nigga liking it.
Because
you know
people just swipe and
Yeah,
it can
people,
accidentally like something and it doesn't really mean anything.
Don't really mean them because they didn't engage with it. You know what I'm saying? Engagements is like, oh, they shared it or they put it on their story or they commented on it. They actually engaged with the post. Like that means more than a like, because niggas can just like a nigga can just be like, oh, let me just like this shit and keep scrolling. They ain't even look. You probably been telling them you got a $3,000 from them in the post. They ain't even click to hear the post.
Yeah.
Because you know you got to click to even hear the post. They probably just liked it because they just want to give you a like and just keep scrolling. They ain't even engage with the post.
It's more fan base. I
Yeah,
think,
it's more,
like,
yeah.
of who it is. I'm gonna just like it just because it can be somebody's just a footprint of anybody, and just because you rock with them, you're just gonna like it. Like no.
Right.
Also, the person can spend more than 3
Right.
Yeah. So like also too, I mean, as far as now the people with self-esteem issues, that's the ones that's gonna fuck up the most. Like, you know,
I think it'll be more organic when they take away the numbers from the.
I feel like you
like
have
that.
to earn your keep at that point.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like it'll
that.
get back to it's balanced now.
It's gonna even the playing field.
It's gonna even the playing
with the
yeah.
influencers and shit like that. So,
Yeah, because basically like at the end it became like Instagram became like the kind of like how, you know, kind of like the thing with oh yeah, my album sold 2 million, but it was trash.
right.
Because there's plenty of albums that sold 1 million, but it was trash.
Like that girl, that girl, like a few months ago, she had like 300,000 followers and couldn't even sell 30 shirts. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like
exactly.
you had all these.
It's gonna get back to you really get to see who really fuck with who.
Like you can have all these followers, but when it comes down to support, are they supporting you? Or they just looking to see what you got going on, or they just looking at your
hate.
Yeah, looking to see if you're gonna sell this 30 shirts. You might have 30,000 followers, 29,000 of them just looking to see if you're gonna fail
You know
or
what's so
not.
crazy? Even while I even noticed before that, because it's a person I follow, they might have got like 200-300 follows, but I know on a consistent basis, like he generally has like engagement within his posts and likes it. Like he might have 200, but he'll still get like 100 likes on a picture. Versus I know some people who might have 10K followers and they only get 30 likes on a picture. You
That'd
see
be
what I'm
weird.
saying? Like,
that's how I know you bought them followers, bro.
you see what I'm saying? Like it's
like you can't even crack 100 likes on a pic and you got 10,000 followers.
And with 4 pictures.
Yeah, you got 4 pictures. They don't got much to pick from.
Exactly.
So you know that's
it's just like I know people.
Where'd
who
you
in
buy
the
these
hundreds.
followers at?
I know people in the hundreds followers who get like 80 to 100 likes on the average on the picture because in such and such comments because people really engage with they posts and shit like that. And then, like Mo said, you got some people who got the K next to they follower count, and it's like they not seeing that. So it's like he said, it's gonna balance the field out now. It's like you really going to see who earning they keep on the shit now. You really get to see that. Because for you to have 300-something thousand followers and you can't move 30 shirts is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Who's really credible in this shit?
We're gonna see who really grassroots and who's really not. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys.
Yeah, they started in other countries.
They did that with the algorithm. Period. Like they already did that. So
They're not getting the likes. They're not gonna continue.
yeah. So they already did that. They get niggas like the pink slowly but surely.
Yeah, because I always thought like if you post a picture, everybody see just whenever they saw it. But I saw some shit. I don't know if it's true. Like when you post a picture, like only certain percentage of your followers see it within the first 10 or 20 minutes. That shit is true. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't
That's
know.
crazy. But I always say the Instagram stories got more of a reach than the actual post now anyway. So
yeah, especially if you use the hashtags or like
yeah,
the location
mhm.
of where you're at.
Because they got the certain people follow hashtags now. They had that feature on there now.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy. I see it pop up on my notifications like you've liked such and such post.
Hashtag.
Yeah,
and
with
it's
that
been
hashtag.
with that hashtag.
Yeah, so that
And
actually
they offer you
they
to
actually
follow the-
giving you the game. Like put these hashtags on your posts. Put these hashtags in your story so you can.
I remember
reach.
when Kamara, shout out to Kamara, had told us that when he was on the episode a few years back. Like it's the hashtags that
The
really get the
hashtags,
engagement.
they get you because a lot of people your post might end up on the explore pages just based off
The
the
hashtags,
hashtags. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's free game, man. Of y'all, you know, I'm still learning this social media shit, man. You know, so you know, it is what it is, man. Moving on, Young Dro
Man,
on his black boy swag, man. He got arrested recently for apparently he got in an altercation with his old lady, and some banana pudding was involved.
dog. Banana pudding out of all things is what took me out because it's like banana pudding is like not an average thing that people is
Hey, I'm
eating.
sorry if my girl called me or call the people on me or some shit like that. That's not my girl.
Banana
man.
pudding, bro. Like it wasn't like no damn water or no shit like that. It was banana pudding. Like that's a very distinct like.
How
He's
mad
a
you got to
fool.
be to throw that banana pudding at somebody,
That's what
bro?
I'm saying, bro.
Like, what did
that's
she
crazy.
do? That's the question we need to ask. What did she do to Dro?
Nah, that shit
Because
crazy.
You know, niggas not
Dro
throwing banana
quiet.
pudding. Yeah, the niggas not throwing banana pudding. I know Young Dro is a funny guy. Like, I don't know this man as a nigga that would be hurling banana pudding at young ladies, man. So, you know, innocent until proven
shit's
guilty.
wild, bruh.
But I need to know what did this female do to bring Dro to that level?
That shit is wild, bro.
Seriously.
I have no idea. It was over like child support or some shit.
Yeah, because he just got out of jail. He just got out of jail like a day or two ago. But they were saying like when the police came, the girl was saying she didn't really want to call the police on him again when they got there. They always do this shit when they get there.
Oh, don't take him.
No, don't take him. But
Why
then
do
when
they do that
when
shit,
they
bruh?
ran the nigga, they was like, "Oh, you back on child support? We gotta take you anyway." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, I would have never been in a situation if you just put the fucking phone down. You called the police. You know what I'm saying? We could have cleaned the banana pudding up and just went about our day. What you want to call the police?
On some
And
whack
now
shit.
I'm in jail. They was like he was 40K behind. So they'll put him in. So they're not gonna let you out until you make a payment on that. So yeah, that's a random. So it's like, come on, dog. Like, come on, man. I'm like, it's no more communication with that. No more. I come from behind the wall. Ain't no more communication, bro.
You're cut off.
You're cut off, man.
Nah.
Like, it's really fuck that
Especially
bitch, man.
If you get me to a point where I threw a banana pudding on you, I can't fuck with you. If you get me to that point, I can't fuck with you no more. Cause like, dog, like, nah.
Like, that's when you know it's on some whatever's in my hand getting thrown at you type shit.
Exactly. So if it's like that, then nah, bro, I can't. No, I can't do that.
Dog, that mean that could have been anything. That could have been a goddamn phone, a goddamn cup of Hennessy. That could have been anything, dog.
Wasting that good banana pudding.
Wasting that good banana. What if that been some damn? Who got the good banana pudding in the city, Drew?
My mom.
Well, some Miss Dash premium, but banana pudding. Like, you, come on, you gotta be took it to another level to hurl that banana pudding at a
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, I'm just going off of, we talk about mom cooking. If my granny make that good okra soup and I feel I gotta throw my plate, like, I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done said some shit that you was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? You was out of pocket. So that's the
some
question.
crazy piece like food, like you throwing, just like when J.R. Smith threw the
The
soup
soup.
on fucking Damon Jones.
Dog.
You see what I'm saying?
Though
Like,
he still get clowned for that too.
it's just like certain shit, like if you make a breakfast, like throwing eggs on somebody or some shit like that. Like, that's crazy.
Like, you take the pan of eggs and fling that shit. Like,
Saying you over there, you mixing up the eggs and shit. And, you know, you just get mad. You toss that shit on somebody. Like,
What?
Steel's kitchen. You got some steel eggs.
yo, what the
Fucking
fuck?
up.
What the fuck is the steel?
Pouring the OE in there. You mixing that shit up and you toss that shit on somebody.
What the fuck is the steel? Yo, this nigga Mike texted me that last night. I've been rolling, dog. This nigga cooking Thompson Steel's Kitchen, dog. If y'all don't know who Steel's Kitchen is, you don't need to listen to this podcast, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
What the fuck is
What
this,
the
yo?
fuck is
Hey,
this,
man,
yo?
I mix this like this all the time, man.
Nigga Steel said, I'm pouring all that shit. No, bro, what the fuck?
OE now.
OE in high school. Like, still different, man. Still
That's a
is
different
definitely
nigga, man.
that's a different nigga, man.
But yeah, man, Drew, man. Hey, any woman getting you to the point where you got to throw a banana, don't fuck with her, man. I want to see you fucked up.
It's
like
not
that,
worth your
man.
time, King. It's not worth your
Yeah,
time, man.
man.
Yeah, that was funny, man. Moving on, man. Diddy and Lori Harvey have been seen in an outing dressed together, ironically.
Whoa.
Uh,
Whoa.
what the fuck going on, man? What the fuck going on?
Now,
man?
apparently, like, some time back, she had shut that shit down, like, but it's
Ain't
like.
she used to talk to this nigga's son?
Yes.
Then I heard Steve Harvey want to have a sit down with Diddy.
Nah,
That's what I heard.
Steve,
Say
relax,
out.
my nigga, because you've been spending the last 10 years telling women how to live like men. Your daughter's living like a man right now. Keep the same energy, my nigga. Keep the same energy. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't even gonna hold Steve out no more. I'm gonna just keep it like that.
Hey man, do your thing.
I could go in, but I ain't gonna go in. Steve, keep that same energy,
The whole
bro.
thing to me is you can. I ain't even tripping on people tripping off the age. I ain't tripping off the age shit. Like I ain't tripping off that. But the fact that if she even had any type of relations or dealings with your son, it's like, dog, you out of pocket,
like
fam.
you,
Like,
come
you
on,
out.
bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
That's crazy,
any kind
bro.
of dealings, I don't give a fuck if it was just a date or anything like
Bruh,
that.
if
you
y'all-
crossing
if you-
over to that lane is very.
If
that's
you was
wild.
imagine you on Instagram, you just on Instagram and whatever. You just was texting your pops. You know what I'm saying? Like your pops P Diddy. You texting your pops. He's like, yo, I'm out in L.A. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out. He's like, all right, pops, catch you later. You hop on Instagram and your inbox going crazy. Everybody sending you shade room links. You click the link. It's your pops with your ex.
You gonna feel some type of way. You gonna feel some type of way, and you might not feel some type of way over the girl, but you gonna feel some type of way.
You gonna feel some, no, not even the girl. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, pops, like what the fuck, like.
Anybody, if you saw any chick that you used to be dealing with, and your pops is out in the streets with that same girl, like out in public, like you going.
That's some
Hey,
cold
bruh.
shit, dog.
Like, yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, even if it's an ex, it's like you wildin', bro.
Like, nigga, come on, dog.
All these women out here, and that'd be my thing too, dog.
Like,
These
Diddy,
niggas be caught
like,
up over the
same
hoes,
five
bruh.
bitches, bro. Like, y'all got all the access to any class of woman, any class. You can go and build you a woman from a lower class and build her. You know what I'm saying?
With good
But
cooking skills.
Good cooking. You can get you a real woman and elevate her to some next level shit.
1000%.
But y'all hype beats over the same carousel of 5 girls. That shit is wild to me, bruh.
Same carousel, bro.
And look at that fire snatch. Gotta be, bro.
I don't even think it's that. It's just like, bruh, like, cause I remember,
Trey Songz posted a picture of him, man. He ain't never did that now, so I don't know.
yeah, Meek
I'm
done put her.
gonna shoot Meek some bail because he had recorded that before the Trey and Lori shit came out. So, but I mean,
wasn't that was when Trey posted the video?
that was after.
With the foot on his face.
That
That
was
was Lori
after.
foot.
Yeah, that was Lori's foot.
Like, all right, if a
So
nigga,
now Trey ain't never did that now.
if a
He never triggered Trey, so-
if a nigga declare himself toe boys publicly for you,
I don't know. This shit might be. It might be like that. It
that's
might be.
next level, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
It might be
Niggas
like
not
that.
letting no girl put their feet on their face for Instagram every day.
Not Trey Songz. Trey ain't never posted no chick body part period on the gram.
You know what I'm saying? Trey cut different. So
Yeah.
like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It might be.
This is a majestic woman. You know what I'm saying?
might be.
Like, I never got the hype. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's an ugly girl. She's a beautiful young girl. But I'm just saying, like,
Nah, look why she like that.
I'm saying
Look why she like
I'm
that.
not saying she's beautiful. She's beautiful. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about the whole notion of all of these powerful brothers dating the same 5 females, bro.
But with her, it's something.
Yeah,
With
like
her, it's something.
she got niggas in a frenzy.
Yeah, she got niggas
She
in a
done
frenzy.
had Diddy's son in a frenzy, Trey Songz son in a frenzy, Future, Meek dropping
wanted to
bars.
get at him.
Meek
Meek
wanted
wanted to
them.
get at him. Yeah.
Who else, man? That's just
I forgot about the Future shit.
Yeah.
When he was dressing in his
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
yeah,
He was like, yeah, I see.
yeah. It's too late. You ducked too late.
You ducked too late. Yeah.
Who else, man? Who else? It's somebody else, bro. It's 5. It's a 5th nigga, bro.
But you know what it is. And females, this is how I know females is funny because when it comes to Lori Harvey is. Oh, she
playing
living her
these
life.
niggas.
She living her life.
But
She
Future
playing these
Future
niggas.
got 6 baby mamas and they want to clown him every day. Oh, he don't take care of his kids. The nigga always got his kids on tour with him.
And they always trying to throw the relationship thing into it. It's like, oh, that's why he couldn't. Like, bruh, like, but
What?
y'all giving this.
Y'all giving this girl props. She
It's
hopping.
always different energy, just like with the whole.
She
just
homie hopping basically.
Just like when a black woman get with a white man, it's maybe these
Speak
brothers
on
couldn't
it.
handle her.
Speak
and
on
this and the third. Y'all know what y'all be doing. I got time too. If anybody want to come up here and discuss it,
Speak on
it. I mean, it's always different energy when it comes to shit like that. So now when Lori is doing her thing out here, is she living her best life. She playing these niggas.
And hold on, mate. Let's preface this. The
But
game
when
is the game.
when niggas moving around, it's and da da da.
And I just want to say this: the game is the game. We not hating on Lori at all.
No,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
just display the same
let's
energy for
let's
everybody.
keep it consistent across the board. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always talk about equality and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to this game, Let's keep this shit level playing field because it can't be Hot Girl Summer and Lori doing this other shit. But when a nigga doing the same shit, because we don't proclaim this shit. We just play the game. We don't give it a title.
We don't give it a title.
You know what I'm saying? So when we doing the same shit, it can't be he this and he that and all this other shit. But y'all champion this girl. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. It's got to be the same or leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? We can't be all the dogs in the world when y'all champion this.
Just like recently with old boy when it came out that he was about to have he was about to get married and have a baby, the dude from Insecure. And it was with a white woman.
Well, Lawrence.
They got him out. They got him out the paint.
Getting out the paint. But when Serena Williams do it,
get them.
Hold on,
get them
it's
bags.
trophies.
Get the
Let's
bags.
keep it on Insecure. Let's keep it on Insecure.
E2
Yeah,
when she got with the
E2.
billionaire.
Let's
Same
keep it just Insecure. Didn't Issa have a book when she was just saying she would rather date white men or Asian men or some shit like that?
Nah, she had addressed that shit. I remember that. It was how Asian men and black women should be together. But I ain't gonna hold Issa on that shit, man. But I do remember on that shit. I do remember that.
I mean,
I ain't gonna get on Issa about that. But I do remember that shit. But it's just I get what you're saying. It's different examples of the shit going on.
Come on,
It's
man.
different examples going, and it's not held to the same standard when it comes to the man. That's all we saying.
This is how I know.
But as far as Diddy and Lori,
Yeah, that's wild, man. Like a serious father-son.
now one of the pictures I seen, nigga face had looked crazy, like he was
probably-
shot like a motherfucker.
He probably was like, "Oh shit, I forgot that I am who I am, and it's paparazzi across the street."
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was a crazy picture, bro. That was a crazy.
I know
picture.
JR seen this.
Nah, this shit is crazy, man.
That shit hilarious to me. It's like, damn, dog, like you gonna get your son all work? That's crazy.
That's like I could never be like, yo, Mo talked to that girl, so I gotta see why he talked to that girl. Like,
I think that's what it be. Funny thing, Shiggy had dropped a skit like comedy video about that shit. Like, when he talk about rappers be when they come to rap, and Shiggy was like, you know what?
I'm a wifer.
I got all this money. I got all this. I can have any woman I want, but I want her.
Didn't he
Because
just have her?
And he said because he used to have her. That's what rappers be doing. They be wanting another chick just because this nigga had her. I'm like, y'all niggas are corny, man. Y'all gotta,
That's super
y'all
corny,
gotta
bro.
stop it, bro.
That's
But that's
super
what they
corny.
be doing.
In fact, like that shit different for me. Like, I don't know, man. Like, if I see, like, circumstances play a part in it, but not saying that I'd knock niggas, but it's like certain, like if I see a girl dealing with a certain nigga, like I wouldn't even deal with her, like just based off that alone.
1000%.
So it's like, it's
the
just
value.
like and it's not a knock on the nigga at all. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like Heisman. So it's like, I don't know, man. These niggas is just, I guess I can't even say it's the money, man. Niggas just cut different, man. Like it's just a different cut of fabric, man.
Oh, and speaking of Trey, I forgot we didn't talk about that nigga dropped some fire tracks for that Trigger mix that he be doing.
Oh yeah.
That nigga killed a lot. He did Meg shit and he did Rich the Kid, one of Rich the Kid's songs. I can't remember. It's on my mind mixtapes. Let me pull it up. But that nigga been rapping though. That nigga can rap his ass off. Like for real. But he definitely had a better career as a singer.
Oh yeah.
Like he wanted to come out as a rapper, but his homies told him, "Nah, dog, go ahead do this singing shit." He got some good niggas. Oh, Splashing, and he did Dangerous from Meat. So he did Dangerous, Splashing, Big Old Freak, and A Lot. Now A Lot, he killed that shit.
Yeah, he killed that.
That shit was fire. Shout out to Trey, man.
Is he gonna drop another Let Me Hold That Beat?
I wouldn't be mad at a number 3. I wouldn't be mad at a number 3.
Yeah.
Because both 1 and 2 is classics. Easily. I fuck with that nigga heavy, man, when it comes to the rapping shit. So we getting on next, man. Man, Zion signed with Jordan, man.
As he should.
Salute to Zion.
No, he
Salute to
shouldn't.
Zion, man.
Nah, dog, signed with Nike, bruh.
I mean,
Let me go ahead and say this, because I've been having this conversation all week, and niggas be acting like they can't understand shit I be saying when I be texting it. I don't know why. But Zion definitely wasn't signing with Jordan for the money and everything he did. I salute him for that. But just from like a signature sneaker standpoint, dog. It's not gonna be moving, bro.
I get it because you see the fire shoes that Nike's going to actually give compared to what Jordan gives.
Yeah, it all comes down to the design, man. It comes down to the design.
It comes down to the designer. Now I feel like
Bro, we going on 15 years of Jordan's signature sneaker not being fired. Dog.
You're right.
15.
You're right.
Melo was the last one.
A lifetime of Jordans of any kind coming to your house, I'm taking that.
I'm mad at it.
I'm talking about the perks aspect. I ain't talking about that.
No, I'm talking about player exclusives. I feel like he should just do PEs, man.
Yeah.
But he's going to do PEs on the retros.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm
So
with
like,
that.
if you would have got with, I'll take it to it. I'm willing to die on this hill. So even the marketing ability with Nike,
marketing
would have
hands
been
down,
way, just like with the Mount Zion. Just imagine a Mount Zion theme with Zion sneaker. That shit would have been fake, just like how they doing with Giannis and the Greek God theme.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga sneaker grew on me just based off the marketing for it alone.
I feel like I would have liked
the
it.
America one.
Yeah, that coming to America shit is hard. That shit is hard.
I feel like I'll like it better if it was a mid or a low higher. I'm just not a fan of a low sneaker.
They've been doing that low cut sneaker shit
for a minute. For like going on 6-7
like
years now.
Kobe started that.
Kobe Wade started that shit. Cause remember now they started giving Kobe flack for that. Cause like nigga, how the fuck you gonna ball on low cut sneakers on the court?
Nobody ever did it.
He got crossed a few times. When he got crossed a few times, and niggas like, yeah, you need to switch to the high. You need to get some high cuts.
I remember like his 8 or 9, he did the real high shit.
Yeah, that was after the
That shoe was actually kind of fire.
I like them shit.
Yeah, them shit was actually kind of fire. But like, I just feel like from marketing ability and just a nostalgic aspect of it, like Zion being with Nike would have been way better. I feel like than Jordan would ever do for him.
But isn't Jordan still with Nike?
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, but it's like they own distinct. Brand.
It's an entity of Nike, but it's like if you go
like
to
they separate now.
Yeah, if you go to the Nike campus, Jordan got his own headquarters, like his own thing.
Like
but
they still like if you look on his sneaker box, it's gonna have Nike distribution on it.
Yeah, it's still
it's strictly Jordan. Like there's not gonna be a Nike logo on anything Jordan brand.
Well, we know Zion can bust through Nike, so that could also be a part of it. Also,
I mean, they all made in the same factories.
That's what I'm saying. It just happened to be that sneaker.
You're right, but I mean,
he too big. He was balling in the Paul Georges.
I feel like he would have leapfrogged KD, Kyrie, PG, and all of them in 1 year under Nike. I think the craze would have been that monumental, bro. Because just like with Nike, you have more flexibility and just that stamp on it, dog. That shit is crazy. Because me personally, and I even take it to a business aspect. I take it from a business aspect. Like, you look at me personally, I'm not a fan of Kyrie sneaker. I'm not really a fan of KD. The only KD sneaker I like was a KD 4. But niggas hard down arguing about Kyrie sneaker. That shit
Kyrie shit hard.
You see what I'm saying? Like, even with PG, I know a couple when they did the PlayStation theme one, niggas was buying that shit. But you talking about a 2-time MVP in Curry, nobody's buying that shit except them rich white kids in Silicon Valley. Like, niggas ain't buying that shit.
Niggas don't wear Under Armour.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's another reason why KD ain't signed with Under. He's like, niggas ain't, like, he basically was like, nobody wears Under Armour shoes. You got Russell Westbrook under Jordan brand. Nobody's buying that shit. You got James Harden with Adidas. Nobody's buying that shit. Dame Lillard, nobody's buying that shit.
I think Dame and James, they signed for that check.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They got paid.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as like legendary status, as far as like Zion is like the next, basically like LeBron James.
Yeah, he's a generational talent.
Generational talent. You saw what Nike did with LeBron. You see what I'm saying? I felt like that could have been the same shit if Zion would have went with Nike.
But I think he wanted to create his own lane, just like how you named that list of all those players that's under Nike.
But I feel what you're saying.
For what is worth, because Nike,
you feel like he could do what Jordan brand what Nike did with LeBron.
Yeah, and also
it's possible. It depends on who they get to cook these sneakers up, man.
1000%.
That's all I'm saying. It depends because Granted, Jordan Brand has been missing a lot with CP line, Blake. They miss with CP. They miss with Blake. They miss with Melo because Melo had 3 strong sneakers.
3 of them. Yeah.
Like this first 3 was strong.
Strong.
And they after that it just fell off like tremendously. So, you know, granted they failed with those, but anything can happen, man. All it takes is the right cook up, man.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
And I think Jordan, I mean, because Jason Tatum just signed with
Yeah,
Jordan.
Jason Tatum with
and
Jordan
Kemba.
Brand and
Kemba,
Kemba. So
yeah.
you never know, with this new wave, they might have some new designers coming through. They might have some new talent coming
And
through.
then
So,
the rookie coming in now, the black and Chinese kid, like the first Chinese.
that boy that went to the Wizards.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
on
you talking
Jordan
about
Brand.
Rue.
Yeah, he's on Jordan Brand.
Oh,
too.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
So
what's
now-
up. They
now
got
you-
Candace Parker and all too.
So
Yeah.
now you're looking internationally, like how that's. I
Yeah.
mean, he's the first black
Korean.
Korean NBA player drafted. So
Yeah.
you know they about to buy this man's shoe.
These niggas been had stars though, man.
I mean, but for what is
feel
These niggas, I ain't
Jordan-
gonna give them that.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
but
Tatum
I'm
and
not
Kemba.
mad
These
at
niggas
I'm
been
not
had stars, fam.
I'm not mad at the revamp for Jordan Brand though.
No,
Like
what-
this
Is it a
season.
revamp or is just adding people to the roster?
That's like-
It's
No,
not really
it-
a revamp.
But you got to think because they just had the new picture. You ain't seen Melo. Melo wasn't there.
No.
Blake wasn't there. CP3 wasn't there. Like you.
I think it's just adding to the roster.
I mean, I look at it like as
It's
a
a
revamp,
revamp,
like because you gotta think they going. I'm pretty sure Tatum gonna end up getting his
All
own
right, so
model.
let me ask this. Let's be real. Like, what would have been a bigger? I'm just talking about bigger. Like, you definitely Nike would have did more with Zion than Jordan Brand would, man.
On the marketing aspect, because Nike is for the last 30 years, Nike
But
has
Nike don't pay nobody. That's why I see why people going
That too.
outside Nike.
That too.
I get it.
they
I get it.
they pay who they want to pay. Like LeBron, like
got
he
paid.
locked
See,
in.
Yeah,
these
lifetime.
these other brands, I'm gonna go out and Adidas. I use them because they throw out all this big money contracts to stay relevant, bruh. Like they commercial. I remember when they had the big commercial. They had everybody at the table. They had the soccer player Messi.
Yeah.
The boy had KP. The boy had Aaron Rodgers. The boy had DeAndre Hopkins. The boy had James. The boy had Dame. They had everybody at the table just for. It's like y'all throw out these contracts to get these players signed with Adidas. This player got all this marketability and everybody love him. Maybe they could buy the sneak. Nike don't gotta throw big contracts at players because their brand is already solidified within history.
Yeah, 1,000.
So I get why players don't sign with Nike because
Yeah.
they not gonna really throw the
I-
check
I-
like that.
I'm
They
not mad
gonna,
at- yeah.
They're not gonna come out the gates.
And
throw
then you
200
got
million.
players like D Rose who got basically like lifetime deals, and they forever taken care of just off the Adidas deal.
I'm not
And like
buying
they got
D-Rose
family.
sneaker, fam. I'll be real.
they got
Now, his
family-
first sneaker I fuck with.
Yeah, they got
a lot
family
of people
taken
got
care
it.
of in this contract and all. So it's like I don't really.
Yeah,
I can't
I
really.
salute D Rose for
yeah,
that.
I can't really be mad
But from
at it.
a sneaker standpoint, man, he could have had a run like LeBron or Jordan.
I think his out of all of the NBA players, his shoes were the most worn shoes I've
Who,
seen.
D-Rose?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah,
a lot
D
of
Rose
people
had
with
whole
D-Rose.
college teams wearing
Yeah.
his sneaker.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen a lot of
He had a
people
dope
with
sneaker
D-Rose.
now. We had it in the Foot Locker.
yeah, he had
His
yeah.
first sneaker I
I
fuck
know
with.
all Adidas teams in college was wearing D Roses.
But on a grand scale, fam, like,
Hey Mike, you remember last week you was like, I've never seen somebody wear Westbrooks.
yeah, fact.
I saw somebody yesterday wear
like wearing them out on the street.
First time in my life.
I've seen niggas balling in them now.
Okay.
I
seen
hear
niggas-
it's a good balling sneaker.
Yeah.
Nah, that one that he had that had the why not the real high top one. Now that one was kind of dope.
Yeah.
But like I said, overall though, fam, like it's been a dud for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just felt like the whole that shit would have been a global. I feel like trending on Twitter would have smashed it bigger than Jordan. Just
I mean-
because people would have been anticipating it. I would have been anticipating Zion for a sneaker.
I mean, at the same time, maybe Zion looking at it like shit. Maybe I can start my own wave. And
I mean, he got 10. He got seven. He got 75 from
Like,
Jordan Brand. Like that's one of the
78.
richest behind LeBron. So I ain't mad at. I get it.
Yeah.
go get
At
it,
a
man.
19-year-old.
Yeah,
you know what
like-
I'm saying? You're set, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's set.
Yeah,
But
he
see,
really
like
is.
with LeBron, his run with Nike
Stupid.
is one of the tops.
It's stupid.
Because they
Sneaker wise and marketing ability.
yeah, marketing ability. Because I just saw the
Because outside Jordan and Penny, it's LeBron.
with the whole like, but even with just them two, you got to think they still got a lot of moments like just marketing period. Like you got to think the Dion line, the Barkley line,
Mike
like,
Vick,
the Vick line,
Barry
like,
Sanders.
they models. They just got a deep catalog,
That's
man.
what I'm
like
saying,
you know what
bruh.
I'm saying. So it's like You know, but you know, it is what it is, man. I ain't mad at Zion for signing with them at all. It's just it depends on. I want to see who cooked the shoe up and how it looked.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna come down to.
They can't fumble.
If
this
the
first
shoe
design.
hot or not, that's all it's gonna come down to that. That's really what it comes down to. If the shoe hot, niggas gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? And what
You
they
think so? The niggas ain't really buying no Team Jordans, fam. The last person,
If he got a six shoe-
even before Melo, like niggas fuck with Randy Moss shit.
yeah, niggas fuck with Randy Moss shit. Niggas was wearing the Team Jordan, the Pro 1, the Pro 2.
Yeah, but
Niggas-
what year was that?
That was like 2000, like 99. Like
Yeah,
buying them shit.
it's a long time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, they just had bad designs on a lot of Team Jordans. Then they got dubbed the Mexican girl Jordans, and then it's like, you know, once that happens, it's like, you know, they kind of like on some
The
food.
only Team Jordan you ever had or thought of buying was the Melo, fam.
No,
know
I had
that.
I had the Team Jordan ones, and the 2.
That's what I'm saying, because we going back to the time where the shit they was hitting on the shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They stopped hitting when the designs fell off. When the designs fell off, dude, niggas I wasn't fucking with them no
So
more.
you gonna shoot them bail after 15 years?
I'm not sure. No, I'm saying what I'm saying is all it comes down to if niggas can make a popping sneaker. Like if a nigga make a hot shoe now, it's not gonna matter what they did 15 years ago. They got the number 1 pick. They got the generational talent with a dope sneaker. Niggas gonna buy that right now. They don't care about what happened 15 years ago.
You
Like,
think Zion's
that's
name,
just the
you
market.
think Zion name enough is enough for people to go out there and get his first sneaker?
Yeah, I mean niggas talking about Zion now, and league don't the basketball starts till October. Like we wanting to see what Zion does. Like we want to see what he do. So niggas gonna buy it. If the shoe's hot, they gonna buy it.
Yeah, they've been hyping him up since high
You know
school.
what I'm saying?
Like,
Yeah,
this is the next. I'm not gonna say he has the same skill wise of LeBron, but as big of an NBA star coming into this whole thing, you could say that he's up there. And also,
I don't feel it.
He idolized Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like niggas would
reason.
have.
I mean, I personally, if somebody came knock on my door and said, "Hey, Dash, out of Nike, Adidas, Big Baller Brand, Jordan, whatever you want to sign with, who you going to sign with?"
You gonna go? Most of niggas' mindset is who gonna throw the most money.
I'm going with Jordan off GP.
It's either gonna be Nike or Jordan with me.
Yeah, those are my only two.
Nike, fam.
But more than likely, if I gotta see what Nike
going with
talking
Nike,
about,
fam.
well, I'm going with Nike, bro. But if Jordan, yeah, but if Jordan talking about some good shit too, and I go in there and I see what Jordan talking about and I like it, you know it's gonna be a toss up. But my first instinct is to go with Nike. I was raised on Nike, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
speaking just because, like, I'm a Nike head when it comes to sneakers. That's my favorite brand, period. You know, that's how I came up. That's what I like. So, of course, like, yeah, I'm going to want to sign with Nike. But like I said earlier, I know why most cats don't sign there, because they really don't. Look at Puma. Puma got people under their line now.
They got DeMarcus.
So,
they got Bagley. They got a few people.
they got a few cats. They got Ayton, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken. I think they got DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, they do. They got Eden.
I don't know who. Did RJ?
It's just like, bro, it's hard. It's
RJ
hard
with Nike.
It's hard for a basketball player. The only other people to move a sneaker outside Nike on a Jordan and LeBron close to that is Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
And he was
fair.
a Reebok. He's the
Fair.
only other person to do it. That's what I'm just going off a track record. It's very hard. Like, you got a league MVP who ain't like cats. Like, we ain't buying no Steph Curry's. We ain't buying no James Harden sneaker. We ain't buying Dame Lillard sneaker. You said it's hard pressed to move a sneaker outside of Nike if you're a basketball player. The only person moving is Yeezy. That's it.
Yeah.
On that level, he's the only other person doing it. Nobody else has moved a sneaker outside of Nike except Yeezy. And as far as basketball player, Allen Iverson. People say Kobe Bryant first couple of seasons. I ain't buying that, because when them Crazy Eights came back in 2011, we shipped them shit right back out. Like, niggas wasn't fucking with the Crazy Eight in 2011. I remember. Like, them shits went on sale. Them shits wasn't flying on shelves.
I did pick up the Memphis colorway of the Crazy Eights. Them shit cold.
Yeah, and eventually, I'm just saying, there was a few cats who did, but I'm just talking about, like when LeBron start retroing his shit, yeah, it's going to be a problem. Because niggas already waiting for certain retros of LeBron line.
I know I am. I don't.
Like, for me, it's the 4 all day.
Right.
Like, so, You know, salute Design for doing it like on the money end and the aspect, doing his own thing. Yeah, I get it, but I would have loved to see him with Nike. That's just me personally.
Yeah. But like you said, Nike does have a huge catalog as far as like what shoes that you can. I mean, shit, you can wear any Nike, really. In any game, you can wear any Nike.
You can wear Jordans if you want
you
Nike.
can also. You can. But it's just like I think
it's just like what it is. Like James Harden they caught him slipping one time when he went out publicly. He had some Jordans on.
Yeah, I remember.
He's like, hey, bro, like you can't do that, especially when we give you $220 million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that man had to. Hey, I don't know what he did with his J's, but. It's Adidas from here on out, and like a lot of these brands are starting to grow.
Shit, John
like
Wall did that too.
You got New Balance now. For the most part, I put New Balance over a lot of these niggas because they got some dope shit. Like the what's one? There's one that I like.
The gray joint, the low top one.
999s. They got a couple of those that are fire.
Yeah.
Like so, with them getting Kawhi and him just coming off a championship, like that's good for them.
Yeah, I mean,
I can see that.
Up north already.
But a
New
basketball
Balance.
New Balance sneaker, I would have to see it. Because most of they stylish ones are the running
shoes.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so I would have to see it.
Cross
I
trainers.
mean, but what is worth, like, you know, I mean, Nike let Steph Curry walk away. They let that nigga walk away, like, easily.
They ain't hurting, though.
Yeah, I mean, but it would have been a good look for them to have
And
Steph,
Under Armour
like,
threw Steph Curry some serious
Yeah.
paper.
But you see the little kids running around in the Curry shoes with the little
yeah,
arm
a lot
bands
of
and
kids
stuff
wear
like that.
Steph's though.
Yeah.
A lot of kids love Steph
I ain't
Curry.
seen no kids around here wear Steph's. Y'all seen them?
Yeah.
So my godsons wear Steph Curry's. I'm like, love that man's shoes.
Yeah.
They wear his. They wear, honestly, like a lot of the kids wear like
A lot of them, for the most part, the kids wear it because they want to be like the player.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
that's
saying.
how I was when
and
I grew up.
that's what the brand see. They gotta catch the kids. They not worried about
Like
us.
when VC had
We're
the
gonna
shots,
they know we're gonna buy what we want to buy, but it's the kids. Cause you gotta think. I mean, from what I'm seeing when I go to cause my godsons play basketball, so when I go to their games, I see a lot of the kids wearing the Hardens, they wearing the Dames, they wearing the Stephs, they wearing all of the shoes that we wouldn't wear.
Now, a
because-
lot of them sneakers is good ball sneakers, too.
but
now.
that's what. But at the same time, that's their core demo. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wearing the Kyries. Like we might not wear the Kyries every day, but they want the Kyries.
Yeah,
I remember
know some people with Kyries.
when Nike had first even introduced Kyrie line, they specifically said they wanted to cater to the up and coming kids. That's why they do like the SpongeBob pack that just came out. They got the SpongeBob. They got the
They did the cereal pack.
they did the cereal pack. Like they do shit like catered to the younger crowd. You know what I'm saying? So
They did the Nike just did Stranger Things.
yeah, they
pack
did a
too.
Stranger Things pack. Like, but all that's for the youth. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Stranger Things is fucking crazy.
we
too.
gonna buy it. We gonna buy it if we like it. But for the most part, it's the kids waking their parents up like how we used to do.
Yeah.
Like it's the kids waking.
I
their
thought when I
parents-
put on VC when he was rocking the shocks and shit, I thought if I could get them shit and wear them, I would bounce like Vince Carter.
I thought them
I
shit
get it.
made that same noise off the commercial. Boing boing boing. But I thought them shit did that.
I thought
that's
that
why I
shit would make
wanted
me
them.
elevate. I thought
Like,
that shit would make me elevate
Bro,
higher.
when my uncle first walked in the house with them shit, I was like, bro, do they make that noise? He was like, man, you watch too much TV, bro. I was like, do they make the noise? He was like, stop. But it's still like, it's moments like that would, kids see shit like that too. They're like, oh, Kyrie got a SpongeBob pack. I want all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's some kid somewhere got the whole line. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. Like the brands know the adults gonna buy shit.
They
but,
got to, 'cause the kids ain't gonna
yeah,
stop.
but it's the kids who's in the adults' pockets.
Brand power.
Brand, that's yeah. So that's what it is, man. You got any sports? Any more sports?
Ghost got ranked 70, man.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead with this shit.
Spicy football talk.
Go ahead.
Spicy football talk.
All right, let's go ahead and kill this noise right here, so we can enjoy the rest of our
I'm
Sunday.
gonna move my mic. Y'all got the floor.
Nah, all right. So Mike did text me talking about T.Y. Hilton was ranked 70 in the top 100, whatever. What was McCaffrey?
42.
42. Okay, whatever.
I mean, but you was in the tweets talking like who in Carolina is top anything. Like a lot of that shit that y'all was saying yesterday was really on some hate shit.
That was
hate.
Yo,
There's
y'all
no
really-
reason.
y'all
There's no
really-
reason
Hold
you
on.
can't put Watson over Cam and Golf over Cam.
I never said Watson.
Yeah, old boy did that.
I never said Watson. I would never put this man up there.
What's man's name, man? Bro was talking real spicy about
He
Cam.
was.
Bro said Deshaun Watson and Golf was over Cam. Bro, I was like, what?
And Ryan.
And Ryan. I mean, Matt Ryan is top 10 now, but he ain't over Cam.
Hey, listen. I said what I said, but all in all, between Carolina and Coast was the main conversation that me and Mike was having. Whoever else wanted to hop in, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying, T.Y. Hilton has been shitted on all these years. Niggas sleep on T.Y. Hilton. The facts are from the injuries of Andrew Luck. You said, oh, you're crying and making excuse and shit like that. Nah, nigga, it's the facts. The facts are this. This man had Matt Hasselbeck, Dan Orlowski, all these bum-ass quarterbacks throwing this man. Cam Newton has been here, what? When we played y'all were 7-0. Nigga, we went 8-8 that season. Trash season. But this nigga still had over 1,000 receiving yards on the year.
But I gave you top 10, but when you turned it when you said who in Carolina is top anything. And it's like, nigga, we got players on the team who are top at their position. So for y'all to tell me, for you to say Cam top 10, no, is like, that's on some hate shit. You can't name 10 quarterbacks
But
better
Andrew
than
Luck
Cam.
is top 10, right?
Definitely.
Okay, there it is. That's all I care. That's all I care about.
So how is all right? So I'm gonna tell you this.
All right, hold on.
So
Let me
hold
slow
on,
you.
hold
You
on.
asked
So
me a
keep it a
question.
buck. If Cam would have missed 2 years, you wouldn't have given him top 10.
But
Andrew Luck damn near missed 2 years and you got him top 10. I'm not.
You
Not that
think-
against
so you-
him.
you
I
saying-
have him top 10 regardless of injuries because Andrew Luck is that good.
Okay.
So
But
you
if
saying
Cam would have missed 2 years,
Cam wouldn't have got that leeway.
no, he wouldn't have got that love from Drew, bro.
all right,
That's
so-
facts.
No, hold on. All right, let me tell you something. I'm a like statistic guy. So I've had Cam Newton and Andrew Luck as both of my quarterbacks in draft for the past I don't know how many years now.
Mm-hmm.
Comparing these two guys of who I'm going to put in the lineup, Andrew Luck and your quarterback.
I'm not saying Cam better
Hold on,
than
hold
Andrew,
on.
though.
I'm not saying that. You're saying as a top 10 quarterback. I look at all quarterbacks, what they're going to do for me week in, week out, okay? I am not putting Cam Newton up. If Andrew Luck is healthy, I'm not putting Cam Newton in, okay?
But what 10 are you putting ahead of him?
I'm putting a lot of niggas that's going to put up the stats. But also, hold on. Let me slow myself down. Because if you want to look at it, is Cam Newton on the ground as much as Andrew Luck? No. Has Cam Newton been sacked as much as Andrew Luck? No. So if you're going to sit here and and then the offensive line is just now getting together. Am I lying? Hell of a season
I don't
last
have
year,
a
right?
debate against Andrew Luck, though.
Okay, but my thing is this: Andrew. How is T.Y. Hilton getting the ball? If Andrew Luck is under pressure every single game, he's on the ground every single game. All these
No,
years.
my only beef.
But this man still can get 1,000 yards. One out of all the receivers in the league, he wins this
But
shit.
my only beef is where you said nobody on Carolina is top anything, and then you ran down your list, and you was like,
I'm not putting Cam Newton in my top 10. That's all I'm saying. McCaffrey, okay, he's a good running back. He's a white running back. It's rare to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Kudos to him. I forgot about that nigga, honestly, till you said something.
yeah, I forgot about Christian too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But then you look at like Luke and then what we got with Darius Leonard.
You trolling with Luke. You trolling.
I did troll with that.
Oh, okay.
'Cause he
Okay.
got-
At least you real enough to admit that.
No, because I
Okay.
had to make that shit up.
Because if Luke was on the Colts, you loving that. Loving that.
Any team would love Luke on their
okay,
squad.
so
I'm
we
not-
can take
I'm not-
Luke out.
But
But the
that's-
Greg Olsen shit was big time. That was the other dude too. So I ain't really tripping off that. But this man talking about Eric Ebron and better than he's not. And he was on.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. He led tight ends in drops.
Hold on.
You're not
You're
putting
talking-
Eric Ebron over
you're-
Greg Olsen.
You're talking about with Detroit. I'm not talking. He only been with us 1 year.
So how can you put him over
He had-
Greg for 1 year, based off 1 year?
When did I say Eric Ebron? That's
You
what
said
I-
you
been-
said
that
Luke
been- that
not
been
a top.
blue.
You
That
said
been
Luke-
blue. That was blue.
That was not me.
You
So
ain't
you
say that.
didn't
I
say
never
Greg
said
is not
Eric-
top tight end?
I said tuh. That's what I said, nigga.
Yeah, that was blue. That was
said
blue. That was
nothing.
saying.
But that's the same thing though. So you got 5 tight ends that you would put over him?
Listen, I said tuh because that's a tough situation there with Greg Ghost because he's been up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's the only tight end with 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
that's wonderful. We've never had a tight end like we had Dwayne Allen, we had Kobe Freeman. These are pulling tight ends, dog. We need him for blocking versus catching the ball. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if you look back to the quarterback shit, I ain't really going to stump on that. And with the T.Y. Hilton shit, I'm gonna be trolling on that end.
Okay.
So with the whole 70s shit, I was just fucking with you.
Word.
I already told you he's top 10.
1,000.
So, but with the whole Cam shit, is like when you start passing 6.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't argue probably 6 better than him. When you start getting to 7, 8, 9, and 10, you kind of feeling. You feeling. Just to not say Cam name.
Now,
you feeling, bro. Because let's be real. If you say you a stat man. So he was on pace to have his best year, better than even 2015. And I don't know why a lot of people sweep 2017 under the rug.
I don't.
Like 2017 was a solid year for Cam. Like, and we was 11-5. Like, he did what he can for what we had.
But it was how y'all got that 5 though. I think that's what was the thing, because if you look at
we went 11-5 with even trading away Kelvin Benjamin. Devin Funchess was our number 1. Curtis Samuel got hurt too, and he still did what he could with us. Then on top of that, last year with North Turner coming in, he was 22 and 4-6 picks before we really like shut him down. Like, he was on pace to close to 70%. He ain't never had close to 70% completion percentage in his career. Like, so those are, if you want to base it off numbers, that was top 10 numbers for a quarterback, damn near close to 5 for what he was doing last year. That's all I'm saying. Now, then on point, for him to Andrew Luck, and I'm not knocking Andrew Luck because he just managed his shit different. Cam is on his second shoulder surgery in 2 years and ain't missing a beat. So for him to do that, like, dog, like, how can you not consider this man top 10? Like, when I was looking at the list of people that you had 10, like, I was like, dog, come on,
The only
bro.
2 people that I threw in there on some other shit was Matt Ryan and Jared Goff. But that was only on the strength of that. Hold on, let me tell you why I put them in there. All right. Now, out of last year's season, coming into this year's
Goff
season,
is that man.
Yes, 100%. Now, don't get me wrong. Goff ain't become that man until he got that good ass head coach. You get what I'm saying?
I saw flashes of that when he was under Fisher, but Fisher
You
was
saw
just,
flashes.
Yeah, I saw
but
flashes of that.
until he got this head coach, this changed the whole dynamics of Jared Goff game. Also, they gave him the weapons. Now, has Cam Newton have weapons? He's had them. Yes. Y'all made a Super Bowl run. You get what I'm saying? Y'all more recent than the Colts had.
So you said Luck, Mahomes,
AR,
Brady, Breeze, Matt, Russell, Rivers, Big Ben, and Goff. Now,
Like
I
said,
feel like this is my personal. I feel like a lot of people hold Cam back because he hasn't won a Super Bowl. That's my opinion. I feel like people won't give Cam his roses until he won a Super Bowl. But it's people on this list who ain't won a Super Bowl and they be considered top 10. And I feel like it should be based off of that. It shouldn't be based off of playoff success. And I feel like Cam get the knock because of playoff success. That's my opinion. Because you got Phillip. I love Phillip Rivers. But I feel like Phillip Rivers hasn't won a Super Bowl. He should have. And I feel like had Cam had the career on pace to having a career like Rivers have, they holding him back against the reason that they not holding Rivers back.
You can't not put Phillip Rivers in your top 10 because of
I
mean,
would.
Look at the decade that he came through. You know
But
what I'm saying?
Matt Ryan, fam. Like,
Matt Ryan got
Now, he be killing with the stats and shit.
He
now.
got
I give him
Julio.
that.
Come on, bro. That nigga will put up like 6 touchdowns in a game, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying.
And I'll shoot Mahomes some bail. I fuck with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
He got the follow up. And I had somebody tell me that. I would put him top 5 right now based off of what he's been doing. Like, I feel like he surpassed expectations that you almost had to.
Yeah.
It's like you don't really see him dropping off like that. Now, if it was like a 30 and 15 type season, no, we talking about 50 touchdowns. Like, what he throw? Just like eight picks maybe? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But he has the talent, I think, to maintain it. Like, I got Wentz up there. A lot of people don't put Wentz up there because they say he injury prone. But it's like, bruh, y'all saw what Wentz did his rookie year and second year. Like, that's elite level play. Like, he's a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, but see, this is, like I said, I constructed my list from last year coming into this season. Not saying anything prior to that. I mean, when
there was a time when I had Andrew Luck top 5.
Well,
even when he was hurt.
But my thing is, like, we can look at what, are we looking at it overall? Or
I'm looking at it overall.
Okay, because then we can go down to OG quarterbacks when we've been Jits coming up as in putting them in.
All right, so when I say overall, I'm
even-
talking about like last. If we talking about like last 7 to 10.
Okay, last 7.
So Andrew Luck has been that guy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, of course he's inconsistent wise. Now, if you want to base it off last season, then the whole top 10 could change.
Yeah.
Because you got Kirk Cousins always be having good completion percentage, but people don't talk about Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins not getting in from.
You know why? Because when you look at the tape and you see a lot of times where he be fucking up, but the stats don't show that. His stats show that he's a top 10 quarterback.
No, the numbers do. It does, but it's more of
Matthew Stafford too.
Matt Stafford,
Honestly,
he can be up there every year though. He can be up there every year.
I grew an appreciation for Matt Stafford over the last few years for what he do for Detroit. Because in them last minutes of games, he get busy.
Yeah,
he get busy.
But the only thing I don't like about Detroit Lions is they want to be Green Bay so bad. Like anybody who leaves Green Bay, they're going straight to the Lions. Like it ain't your car ain't going nowhere else other than Detroit.
Devontae Adams going to retire a Lion?
No, he's not. I doubt it. But look at the defensive tackle they just left. Let go. What the hell? I can't.
Sue.
No.
Oh, you talking about Daniels?
Yeah, straight to the Lions. He ain't even get to talk to nobody else. But back onto this, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I put that list together off of last year coming into this season. When I talked to Tune, I was like, yo, I'm putting Cam at right there at 11. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to be in the top 10 because I feel like he definitely has the talent. I like Cam personally. I love what he does for Carolina, but also, damn, like for the weapons that y'all have had, Cam should have definitely had a Super Bowl ring. I feel, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't have his best weapons when we went to the Super Bowl.
Still, y'all should. It's still that, but that's
we
all.
should have won that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I put that on. Yeah, definitely. He had a bad game.
Yeah.
He fumbled the ball, but for the most
and was
part,
scared to get on it. Pause.
I ain't gonna say that. I felt I can understand why he didn't die for the ball on that play because of the position and all. Like when he said it, that's the same thing I was thinking. But outside of that, dog, it's like the only knock I got on Cancer Time is the overthrows. That's it. But outside of that, bro, like
Even for him to come in the way that he came in, he should be like a Gene. You would think he would be like a Geno Smith or one of them guys because a lot of them guys you play. And for him to play 1 year college football and for him to be the number 1 overall pick, that's what I be saying, bro.
Don't
it's
play
like
him with no Geno Smith.
But that's what I'm. But you get what I'm saying though. Like Geno Smith played. He started 4 years. Cam started 1 year at Auburn. Sat behind Tim Tebow. Was the number 1 overall pick, and a lot of people expected him to be a backup before he got captain. But he came in from day one and was that guy. I'm talking about from a career aspect. Now, over the last couple years, you could judge it for what you want to judge it for. Last year, I saw a nigga that was damn near top 5 quarterback before he went down. That's just being real. That's just being real because when you inserted North Turner into that and you put him in better position and the weapons had like Curtis Samuel, he grew up.
Mm-hmm.
You had DJ Moore, he stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, even for what he was doing with when we traded Kelvin Benjamin in 2017, you got Funches as my number 1. It's like, come on, dog. Like, this man really doing what he can. I'm not saying this as an excuse. When you quarterback, you go out there, you got quarterbacks who make receivers, and then you got quarterbacks who need elite receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like Cam needs elite receivers because I seen him go to the Super Bowl with Ted Ginn as his one. So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that a lot of people forget about, like, dog, I can't. How is it so hard for you, Kelvin, to simply run a 10-yard in perfectly? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about, bro. It's like, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Man, but you can't see Ted Ginn one of the fastest.
He had his best career with
Carolina, 1,000%.
With us. So that's what when people talk about Cam Newton, no, he don't, because he made that man.
Fair, but also Ted Ginn was his own demise because he had no hands.
Yeah, he dropped about. Ted had 10 touchdowns that year with us. He could have easily had 16. He dropped 2 in the game against New Orleans easily. I saw that. And he had 3 that game.
Burn everybody.
Just bobbled the bitch. He drops the motherfuckers when he be by. He dropped the one against y'all in overtime.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, this man just about to cost us a game, but we got the turnover.
Yeah, I got the turnover.
But I'm like, bro,
man.
you by yourself. And you. So when people tell me, like, nah, he don't need no over-the-top receiver to get busy. It's just that.
But Cam's also he's a different type of quarterback, bro. Like, he's also a mobile quarterback. So with that alone, he can take the
I think he's the only one in his kind because,
Like you had the Mike Vicks and shit like that,
But he ain't had the accuracy.
Mike
like that.
couldn't hit. Mike couldn't take the run plays like Cam can.
Mhm.
And for Cam and his size, him and Big Ben damn near the same size. Big Ben ain't running plays like Cam. He don't have design run plays like Cam do because he's not athletically built like Cam. You see what I'm saying? So, no, I get it. We'll see this year, though.
Yeah. But y'all just got to get over that hump of just starting off hot and then if it like what was y'all lose the end of y'all season? How many games did y'all win?
Oh, we lost 7 straight.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even count the New Orleans game because they rested everybody for the playoffs. So 7 straight. I don't count that win. So we started 6-2 and we tailed off.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't do that. As an elite quarterback, putting
Yeah,
him
but
in
that
the top
only happened.
10.
That only happened last year. See, 2017, we didn't do that. We went 11-5.
Yeah.
We didn't do that in 2017.
But see, and that's
The longest losing streak we had in 2017 was 2 games when we lost at the Bears and we lost to the Eagles at home. After that, everything was dubs except for the New Orleans and who else we lost to in 2016? The Falcons at the end of the season. So like that trend, it just happened last year. Now, my only concern, we have everything. It's just Cam's shoulder. Because now if you start having 2 shoulder surgeries on the same shoulder, I'm worried about cartilage.
Mm-hmm.
You can't replace that. We all know that. Brandon Roy, he dealt with that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't replace cartilage.
Mm-hmm.
So you having multiple surgeries over and over, you're dealing with cartilage issues.
Mm-hmm.
Bone start touching bone, now you fucked up. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. But I got everything I need on my squad, so I'm straight. I'm not letting these niggas get me riled up though. That's the only thing. I'm just gonna sit back and let whatever happen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have no expectations.
And I normally don't get out of pocket.
We say that, but we
Nah.
be getting tight.
If you ask Tune, like, I mean, this is my best friend, so he knows for a fact. Like, I've done very good for the past 3-4 years now with not talking shit to nobody. Now back.
Oh, so like from 01 to 06, you was getting lit.
Oh yes, that's why me and Bean have our rivalry. Like
Cousins.
Like that's why we have our rivalry. How we have our rivalry because. I mean, on site, I might just like fuck Patriots. Just like Beam, like damn dog, I ain't even say nothing to you today. Like this nigga was on the court on Sunday on Hester Park. Nigga hooping out like man, fuck the Pats. This is like damn Dash, really? Like nigga, I'm in the middle of the game. You trying to throw me out the game talking about this shit like. But this nigga's always in Patriot everything, everywhere he goes and shit, man. It's crazy. These niggas love Boston, but Boston don't love these niggas. But anyways, man, we ain't gonna get it.
You said you wasn't talking shit.
I'm gonna chill out, man. I'm chilling.
I thought you said you wasn't taking it there, man.
I'm gonna chill out, dog. I'm gonna chill out.
Are niggas welcome in Indiana?
Yeah. I got a homeboy right now in Indiana.
Is he welcome there, though?
He's chilling, living his best, drinking gin and pineapple.
All right, guys. Also in sports, man, Gervonta Tank Davis got him a second-round knockout last night.
Niggas saying he ain't really fighting nobody, man. Niggas want to see him fight Farmer.
Farmer been saying he running from him.
Yeah, man. The most say Gervonta ain't really had no 2 tests yet. So, I don't know. I fuck with that. I remember I started following him around 2013. He was like 19, 18 around that time.
He only 24 now.
Yeah, he only 24. So, I want to see him fight Farmer. That fight last night was over in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Farmer said he running from him, so I mean, I don't know. Somebody need to set that up.
Yeah, somebody needs to.
I mean, you know, shout out to Tank Davis. I would have bought the fight, but I don't buy 2-round fights. So
You felt like it was gonna be 2 rounds?
shit, I didn't know it was gonna be that quick. I thought it would at least been 6 rounds, 5 or 6 rounds. But at the end of the day, I mean, the nigga is little, man. That dude was little fighting Tank. Tank
They
is
both featherweights.
They both featherweights, but at the same time, Tank is strong and stocky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, he is.
So when you start getting into
All that matters is a scale. That's the crazy part. The look don't matter.
yeah, the look don't matter. So when you get into a stand up situation when you like really swinging against Gervonta, you can't really take too many of them hits. And he started getting hit in the face a lot. You ain't gonna really take too
When
many.
he took that one and buckled, I was like, yeah, they about to
Yeah,
call it.
that's
Then
it.
he hit him again, and the
He
ref
hit
was
him
like,
again.
all right, that's
that
enough.
shit over. Then he hit him again after that. He still hit him one more time after that hit. So I was like, yeah, that's just over with. Like you're not even gonna make it to the 3rd round. So you know, Tank Davis. Shout out to Tank. WNBA All-Star game was last night. Brittany Griner had the most female dunks in the game. No love for that. Most dunks by a female in the game. Brittany Griner.
Is she? No, I'm gonna chill out. But that's big ups to her, man. Because,
Where you taking it at, Drew? What you about to say?
I wasn't gonna run out, but this, I just can't. That one time when she was saying that she can take DeMarcus Cousins, it's still like, Ma, you're not I know you want to be a guy really bad, but
that shit not happening.
It's not even
the physicality is not gonna. No, it's
what's
not gonna.
What's the UConn females head coach name?
What's this man's name?
Oh, Gino.
Yeah, Gino.
He said, I'll put up all my homes, all my properties, all my cars, all my everything I own on DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, he did say that. He said that verbatim. I'll empty all my accounts. I'll put up all my houses and everything.
She might get one basket on GP. One.
If they playing make it to take it, it's over.
Now, if it's like stakes is high too, she won't score
At all.
Yeah, DeMarcus.
If the stakes is high,
DeMarcus is gonna lock in. It's over with.
If he locked in, it's
and he done lost that weight. It's over.
Yeah, it's over. So
he back in shape now, so it's over with.
Right. No more be trying to. I get it, but like relax.
Relax. Let's realize that it is still a pecking order here.
Yeah, it is.
So,
y'all not playing in the NBA, fam. It's not gonna happen.
Respect to y'all, but that
Yeah, that's a dub.
Yeah, I saw Kobe out there with his youngin out there.
Yeah, she's
front
13
row.
now.
Yeah, and she hooping too.
Yeah, Kobe got that Mamba Academy, like the whole he got a whole facility.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's where niggas be balling at too. Besides that gym that Melo and all them boys be in, niggas be in the Mamba Academy too. I just see Chris Paul in there putting in some work.
Y'all saw Jeremy Lin comments.
I just read that shit. So hold on, let's talk about that. Jeremy Lin basically had him a press conference and he broke down in tears and he's crying. He basically saying free agency. First off, hold on, the title misleading because the shit was like fresh off an NBA title. Jeremy Lin is voicing his frustrations with free agency. Basically, my nigga, you was the 10th man on the 8th man roster. You didn't do anything. Secondly, you're crying about free agency, my nigga. Like, you're a 30-year-old point guard. Your years are behind you, my nigga. Like, your best bet.
What is he crying about?
He's crying because he's saying he felt the NBA gave up on him. No, my nigga, like you
Dog, you've been in the league for a minute. You had a solid. You had your little time in New York when you did, but you could have easily been out the league right after that.
And he did his thing, and he did his thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not
teams could have overlooked you a long time ago.
He's been with a few teams. So it's not
what is he talking about?
Yeah, it's privilege. So now you talking about you feel the NBA gave up on you. My nigga, you're Chinese. You can go overseas and make a lot of money just with your likeness alone.
Shit, that's what Stephon did.
Stephon is a god over there. So what you need to do is use your privilege, go overseas, come on, cut this crying shit out, bro. Like, your niggas want to try to do this crying shit, bro. Like, my nigga, you've had your chance. I just read another tweet where it was like one of the top Russian teams over there, like they want to sign this man. So like instead of you crying about the American League, my nigga, you have opportunity somewhere else to play professional ball and still make money.
And you got your ring.
You got a ring. You have a ring on a rotation you didn't even play. You know what I'm saying? You got an easy ring. So what are you crying about? You put in your time. Like you could have been over with after the ACL tear. Yeah. Like niggas could have gave on you then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of players have ACL tears and never come back if they don't have a star name attached to them. Mm-hmm. So for the fact that you just had a insanity run, you tear your ACL and you still had teams wanting to sign you, like my nigga, why are you crying?
A nigga could have easily got you off that paint for that championship team to get somebody that actually could have contributed to the team.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Sit here and not.
You talking about teams gave up on you, my nigga? Like, bro, you're 30 years old. You still have a lot of professional ball to play if you use other avenues. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can go play international ball and make way more money you've ever made in the NBA. So why are you crying? So he's not on the team? He say, I guess, he's a free agent now. He's basically saying it's been tough because he feel like a lot of the teams gave up on him. had a little interview, like press conference, crying about the shit or whatever.
Also, let's not forget that you was that same nigga trying to be a nigga about 2 years ago with these fake dreads in your head, dog. Like, please
Man,
stop playing,
Get
bro.
this sweet and sour nigga out of here, man.
Stop.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I remember that, but I ain't gonna shit on Jeremy for that because remember now Kenyon Martin tried to flame him for that, but Jeremy had got back on him about that same shit because
With the Chinese tattoos.
with the tattoos. So, I mean, I can't really be mad at Jeremy Lin for that.
Man, get the sweet and sour nigga the fuck up out of here.
I can't be mad at him.
Get
Nah,
him outta
as
here,
far as
man.
complaining about free agency, yeah, you
Get the
got
fuck
to hold
outta
the
here, man. I
L.
don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that other shit because if he want to talk about the
He coulda
tattoos,
been out the league, though.
let's go deeper and talk about how y'all infiltrate our communities. If you want to go deep, my nigga, like
Let's go to Jamaica
let's-
right now.
Let's go to
But you know-
Jamaica right now. See how you would last with the
Kenyon
fucking
Martin,
dreads.
You know, Kenyon Martin ended up apologizing to him for that because he made a point.
Well, rightfully so, but you know, I mean,
Man,
think about how
overall-
long niggas been getting Chinese tattoos.
Yeah, like,
though.
overall,
that's like
man,
that's a staple.
that's a cultural
yeah,
staple,
Come on,
man.
Like
come
the
on,
like
bro,
the Black Panther with the claw
yeah,
marks.
with
and
the
stuff.
like
Like, come on,
that's
bro.
an original thought tat. Like I ain't even gonna hold that against Kenyon, bro. Like overall, bro, you still had dreads in your hair, my nigga. Your hair don't grow like that. Your hair don't grow like that, my nigga. Then you want to come on here and now you back to straight fade, Chinese fade, and you crying about opportunity, my nigga. You have niggas would have killed to have your NBA opportunity, my nigga,
1000%.
and still have a chance to play international ball, make money.
Vince Carter could have used that spot.
Vince Carter could have used that spot and they would have held more weight than you being on there and not doing shit. So I don't want to hear this shit about you feel the NBA gave up on you, my nigga. If anything, the NBA has afforded you a lot of opportunity coming out of what do you want to Princeton or some shit like that.
Yeah, one of those.
If you came out of a Ivy League school, like that shit don't happen for a lot of players coming out of Ivy League. Like quit crying, bro.
And when you go back home, like they love you off of what you was doing in New York. Because when you remember that whole little
Yeah,
tour that he had,
Insanity.
Sanity
Yeah.
or whatever, yeah.
Overall,
Then went crazy against Kobe. Came back the next night. Went crazy against somebody else. Yeah. That's
overall,
fine.
game winner in Toronto, man. Get this sweet and sour nigga
One
out of here,
of
man.
the biggest staples was Kobe was screaming for the ball and he took that shot and made it. Like what, for the game winner or some shit like that. Like, nigga, you had your run with the Lakers, you had your run with New York. You know what I mean? Like you had a decent career.
He be alright, man.
Yeah, he'll be
He'll be
alright.
all
He was
right.
with the Nets too.
Yeah, all that fucking crying, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Now I can see if Melo was up there saying like, "Yo, I feel like I hit rock, like the NFL got me rock bottom in free agency." Like,
Hey, your man's done, man.
Hey, man.
Melo was crying.
yeah, I can feel that more than I can. Cause Melo ain't got no ring. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing really. I mean,
man done, man.
All star games.
Hey,
and
man,
shit
free
like that.
agency ain't over yet. That's all.
Nah,
I'm
I'm
saying.
No. You got a deadline till October, but October like 19th. Like, yeah, it's time.
Yeah, what?
It's
What?
time.
He need to put the hoodie back on and get in the lab
hoodie
or something,
ain't
man.
helping get on no team.
Hey, I ain't talking about Melo right now. That's what I'm not gonna do.
What you say, Mike?
The hoodie ain't helping get on team for the last. That hoodie ain't doing shit. Disappointed that nigga saying.
This change. Hashtag change the Melo narrative. Man. That's all I'm saying, bro. But anyways, man, what else y'all got? Y'all got anything else on our plate,
about
man?
it,
We
man.
good? We good, man. Make it down. You good, bro? All right, man. So like we say each week and every other week, man. If you hear anything on the show that gets you in your feelings or you want to talk about it, always remember,
We just some messages.
we out.